Yeah.
I mean,
it is called grief, yeah. We're really calling it out there. We're just putting the name of the game out for everybody to have.
Pandas.
Bold of you to name the session before we do it.
Yeah, I like to predict and torment early, you know? It's only fair you guys get a little bit stressed out.
Set the tone.
Set the tone for the game, you know? Because somebody may or may not have his family killed last week, but that's semantics, really.
In game or in
Don't worry about it.
That's for us to know and for you to find out. Hello to everybody watching. Welcome back to Cast Exposition, where a bunch of us shuffleboard-loving hooligans try to play Dungeons and Dragons and not make total asses of ourselves on the internet.
I'm here against my
That's
will.
a lie.
Help!
We're going to be an ass.
Blink twice if you're safe. If you're not safe, don't blink. Ah, yes. Perfect. Love it. This is the first time we're streaming A World's Rebirth, so this is going to be great. We're on session 18. Does anybody have any announcements, anything they want to say before we just get into her?
Save us.
What the fuck? I blinked.
Damn, save us. That's bold. All right. We do things a little differently around here. I make them tell me what happened last week because I don't take notes as their DM. So, starting with Chris. Chris, tell me what happened last week.
Well, there was an interesting segment where Callus stood on a hatch to make sure that no evil nastiness could come get us. That's probably the most interesting thing that happened last week. Aside from you slaughtering my family and sticking their heads on spikes and taking an unborn child from a womb. You know.
That just sounds like a regular
thing,
old
really.
Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
Nikki.
It wasn't me, I swear.
Have anything you want to add to what Chris had just shared with the party?
You're making me recap? Shit.
Surprise turn of events. We are.
Oh god, I wasn't prepared. Unicorn cry good. Eclipse of Scar bad. Also, we think maybe the Traveler did this. Callus has conversation with Traveler. The end.
Callus did have a conversation with the Traveler. Speaking of Callus, hey Wombat, want to share? Want to add anything? Anything you feel like adding to the party?
I feel bad.
You should.
This trauma is brought to you by... Hey Thomas, what can you add to our recap for me?
Rakesh is blind, so he did not see anything.
Sentence.
Yep, we're how many minutes? We are 10 minutes into the stream and we've been talking for 3 of those. Rakesh is blind. Love to hear it, love to not see it.
I got a joke for you all. How do you know if Rakesh is blind?
Oh, you.
He'll
tell
fucking
you.
tell you.
He's got blind sight.
Hey, Callie.
Does he?
Does he? Wait,
Yeah.
what? Rakesh has blind sight? This is news to me.
Yeah, no way.
Sorry.
Callie, can you add anything to this recap of important events?
Lucian gets a vial of unicorn tears. Eclipse gets a vial of unicorn tears. Goblin Girl should have got punted and rotund when we all arrived by May. And, her arm's in trouble. It's fine.
It's fine. It's casual. Casual conversation. And last
Casual Friday.
but never least, Cryo. Cryo, what can you add on to what y'all got into last week?
Well, I remember there was some talk about someone being in prison for like 70 years, but that all went completely over my head, as well as
the
Harry's. Okay, there you go. And,
The original Traveler.
Oh yeah, our Traveler's a fake. Spoiler alert.
The
internet.
one who's not a cunt.
Rakesh tasted paint.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. Rakesh licked a dead body.
I forgot about that.
Yes, but
and-
Rakesh is blind, so
So he licked a dead
So he
body.
didn't know she was
We got
dead.
two rapid fire.
He knows
Rapid
what
fire.
blue paint
Blind,
tastes
blind, blind.
Love it.
yeah, I know what it takes.
And I remember people in return past a certain point from the temple couldn't see what actually happened to the temple. The rest
Yeah.
are just paid actors.
Mm-hmm.
We hired a crew of paid actors to, what's that show? It's an American show where they like put people in weird situations. Like, what would you do? And they like have people yell at each other in restaurants. Anyways, that's basically what we've set up here. I'll send a link to everybody later. You all deserve to see this disaster of American television. All right. We ended last session with you guys going to a tavern recommended to you by Maylin, thus been titled Volcanic Activity. It is a quaint little ma and pa run situation here in Rotund. Nothing shady like some of the previous taverns you guys have stayed in. No nefarious thieves guild running shit around here. Just a good old-fashioned tavern where you get to bed down for the night for some safety and comfort. We have pre-decided who is staying with who. Bunking up together is Lucian and Eclipsa, Malin and Callus, and Haragash and Rakesh. All getting to know each other, all getting to spend a little bit of time together. Before we get on with the day's events, I know there were some things people wanted to do during their long rest. Let us start with Malin and Callus. Anything you guys wanted to take care of tonight?
Callus has words for May.
I was, for a brief moment, worried you were going to say words for the traveler, and I'm like, it has been less than an hour.
Again! Let's go!
Just keep kicking this giant wasp's nest.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, it's like beating a dead horse. Like, you're just going over. We get it.
But this
Yeah.
horse could murder you.
This-
yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to see him try.
Murder your friends.
Same.
Anyway.
Yeah, he can do that. Yes. So, Callus would just sort of, like, after sort of setting his stuff down in the room, he'd just sort of, turn and, ask Malin, suppose we should talk about, what's been going on.
I'm listening.
That ticking sound, it's... Do you remember I woke up in the Feywild and you told me who Xander really was. And I said that I was going to go and speak to him. I spoke to him. I severed any form of loyalty or respect that I had for him. And instead he proposed to me an ultimatum that I should choose where my loyalties lie. And when I left and was back there was a small clock sitting on the floor. And he said that I had 24 hours. And I'm assuming that clock was ticking down how long I had. It's obviously been well over 24 hours, but even before then, I smashed the watch first thing and told him that I've given him my answer. It is entirely likely that this is all my fault.
How is it your fault? What he chooses to do, the evil things that he chooses to do, has nothing to do with you.
It does, though, because he is aiming to hurt those around me to hurt me.
It's still not your fault. But how do we stop him?
I'm going to kill him.
How?
By any means necessary.
The
I tried.
ticking was there at the church, or what was left of it. Do we not think that it was Bellaluna and he's just trying to fuck with you?
It could be, but I don't know. I think I tried to. I contacted him there, and I told him to fix it, and he didn't do it. He said, "Why would I do that? Why would I do that? That it was too late for me to choose where my loyalties lie." And he threatened everyone, all of you, and specifically you. I don't know if you felt something,
Me.
but yes, he some sort of ghostly version of himself ran his hand through your hair.
She just sort of cringes.
He was wearing. He wasn't in the traveler's robes. He was wearing some sort of green armor, with spikes, and there was some sort of symbol on it.
Kind of symbol.
I don't know. It was like it's like an arrow had impaled something.
That doesn't seem very traveler-esque.
Yes.
What do we do now?
Need to make sure that well, we've got a job to do, don't we? We've got to go and stop Bellaluna, even with dickhead trying to toy with us. I told him that if he wants to harm any of you, that he's going to have to go through me first. So, regardless of what happens, you guys just focus on getting this done. I'll deal with him.
They're not doing it alone. And I'm not just saying that to be supportive. I'm saying that as a warning. You can't. We should tell everyone. You should tell everyone.
I'll be telling them.
And let them decide how they want to handle Bellaluna in the face of this new information. But
Maybe not tonight.
thank you for
I think everyone
thank you
needs
for
some
telling
rest.
me. Yeah. And I appreciate you camping here instead of going
think
off.
it's-
I would have worried about you.
I think it's wise for everyone to stick together right now.
I agree. He's a piece of shit. And pieces of shit aren't somebody else's responsibility. You don't have to take the fault. What he chooses to do is on his own, and I can take care of myself, same as you can take care of yourself. And everybody in here can take care of themselves. But together, we're better. So don't, it's not just you.
Anything else you guys would like to do during your long rest? Malin and Callus?
I would.
Oh,
I would.
okay. Malin, what are you doing?
Another thing. Caprina told us that the original traveler has been gone for something like 70 years. When was Rakesh revived?
Does Callus know this?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I assume it was. Well, he says it's old. Seems it, and so probably a long time ago, potentially more than 70 years ago, perhaps less. That's something that we have to ask him.
He
But I do
doesn't
see.
know me very well, but maybe
can-
with your help we could, yeah.
I see where you're going with this.
Mm-hmm. I think that he might have a connection to Sever as well. Can you still cast?
Yeah.
From Shar or from him?
From myself.
Right. That's it.
As Malin and Callus get comfortable in their beds for their long rest, Haragash and Rakesh, is there anything either of you would like to do during your long night's rest?
There's something I'd like to do, but if Rakesh wants to do anything else, he should probably go first.
No. I'll just be meditating
Meditating away.
on what I learned and everything like this.
Some big information hit Rakesh in the feels, and he's just going to sit on it for a little bit. Haragash, what are you doing?
So Haragash is going to walk up to Rakesh and goes, I have to ask this. I plan on doing some work tonight, and I was wondering if the noise would at all be disturbing for you.
No, it will be okay.
Okay, great. Just turns around, walks to his side of the room, and he's just going to sit down. He's going to put his bag on the floor and start taking shit out of it. And then once he's done that, he's just going to pull Rumbles in front of him and start talking. Almost, little guy. Almost. And then that's pretty much it for now.
As Haragash tinkers through the rest of the night and Rakesh meditates, we move to our last sleepy duo, Eclipse and Lucian. I know you both have big agendas tonight, so we'll start with you, Lucian.
Oh, cool.
The floor is yours.
Yes, I think I'll probably speak to Eclipse before going to sleep. But if they're hunkering up in a room, he'll be putting all of his shit down, taking bits of his armor off, looking a little sluggish, and hanging on to a bottle of wine that he probably got from downstairs. Just sipping away. What's Eclipse doing?
She's doing the same thing, kind of, back turned to you, but you'll see when she gets her armor off her arm, she'll actually stop and just kind of like not move at all, but not turn to face you either.
Fine. I think he's got bigger things to worry about. He'll sort of absentmindedly, not turning to look at her, just talk and just say, "It's been an unprecedented day. Thank you for your help. I did appreciate it. It was good to have someone there to deal with this with. There was something I meant to talk to you about before we left the Feywild, but everyone died from smoke, and then we were talking to a unicorn, and then my family was dead, so I haven't had time to say it yet. I saw when you succumbed to the smoke, there was a figure above you. It was ethereal-like and winged with a long sort of bird's mask. and your body was covered in feathers, and it just turned, looked at you, and then turned away and walked off. I wasn't sure what to make of it at the time, but remembering who you do serve, I don't know if anything's wrong, but you may have an issue to deal with.
Does Eclipsa know this?
Know this in the sense that something was watching her, or know who he's describing?
Who he's describing?
Go ahead and make a religion check for me, Eclipsa. I'll let you have advantage because it's related to your deity.
Thank you, because that was a 5 before bonus.
Oof. Yeah.
Oof.
That's better. That's a 17. And then bonus for religion makes it +6. 23.
Yeah, much better. Loosely what Lucian describes to you sounds like the ferryman. The ferryman is the name of the champion of the Raven Queen. They typically do present themselves around people ahead of their death. They get on standby to walk them from life to the afterlife, so they don't have to do the journey alone. So, in your knowledge, the fact that the ferryman is looming should be mildly concerning.
Just a smidge. Okay.
Just a smidge. No big deal. It's fine. It's nothing to worry about. Just your impending death. Just a little bit.
So she's going to go uneasily quiet after you finish describing this, Lucian. And you'll kind of just hear her sit down on her bed, because I'm assuming it's not quiet, it's in creaky beds. And just go, "Oh, I see. Oh, thank you for telling me."
Not at all. It's clearly important, and he's sort of like messing around with other stuff, but he just sort of absentmindedly hands over the bottle of wine for you to drink and just keeps like faffing around with his bed. Doesn't want you to see his face because he is completely like snot covered. Like after you've had a really big nasty cry, and you're just like, oh, this is not. Don't look at me.
She'll just kind of watch him for a bit, and then she'll get up. And she'll walk over to him to take the bottle. But she'll put the bottle into the hand that's not looking so good right now, to kind of like lower it. So she'll put her other hand on his shoulder. Lucian,
Mhm.
I know I'll never feel the same pain as you are right now. But I'm still here for you as a friend.
Yep. Good. Good. Mm. Thank you. And he's just like diving under the covers, like, oh god, please don't. And emotion. No. But he just sort of nods and got his bed sort of like skivvy clothes on because he's realized now that usually when we all share rooms, it's like gendered. So now he's like, I should probably wear some clothes tonight, and squeeze himself into bed. And before sleeping, he'd just say, I am going to try and speak to Shah tonight. I need to understand what's happened. So if you hear anything strange or if I'm moving around in my sleep, it's totally fine.
I'll actually say the same to you.
Excellent. Just a pair of reckless sleepers.
You have a good night, Lucian. If you
Good
need
night.
me, just ask.
I will. Good night, Eclipsa. And then
Good
he'll
night, Lucian.
try and speak to Shar in his sleep.
All right. Can you roll me a set of D100s, please, Lucian?
Oh god, I'm gonna do it on D&D Beyond because I
I don't
crap
trust
at
the
rolling.
die.
I'm just not good at doing it. 43.
How do you start your commune? What do you say? What do you speak? What do you do?
Sort of in my head, because obviously I don't want to be giving this audience to everyone in the whole hotel. Just kind of reaching out and just sort of just saying the same sort of thing over and over again in my mind. Just, it's gone. The temple is gone. Everyone's dead. It's gone. Like sort of like an SOS, but like on repeat. It's like trying to get her attention.
As you're sitting here, repeating this almost like broken record set of phrases. It's gone, the temple is gone, they're dead. It's gone, the temple is gone, they're dead. You try, and you try, and you try. And for the first time in your journey as a paladin, but even more so since you've obtained the title of the Champion of Loss, the line is dead. She doesn't reach back. There's no sign. No response.
Oh, she mad. Oh, disappointed. Oh god, anything but disappointed. That is the worst.
When you, it just like shows up over Cryo's head on the stream, so it's just all I see is when you try your best but you don't succeed.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Strike.
you tried.
Yeah, I think after doing that for a while and realizing nothing's really happening, I think from the exhaustion of the day, and when you've cried this much and dug some graves, you just knackered. So he's probably just going to fall asleep and just start snoring like a fucking pig. And that's it. It's done.
Eclipse, how will you be spending your long rest?
She'll try to talk to the Raven Queen because she's not expecting an answer back. She hasn't had one in a long time.
Roll a set of D100s.
This is where the turntables turn.
85. Yeah. Let's see.
How do you start your commune?
Just kind of lay there and kind of like when a child has really messed up and they don't want to admit it. That's kind of the feeling that she has right now, thinking over and over again just how she wants to say her words. And eventually she kind of does just start, I know I've messed up. In trying to help those I call friends, I've made things worse for myself. I haven't heard from you in a long time. If you hear me still, I hope that maybe I can reconcile with you. Even if I can't. You've never done me wrong. And yet I've very much been like an ignorant child that deems to ignore your teachings. Death comes for us all eventually. You said for me to never raise the dead despite being a cleric. I couldn't help it. She begged me. They all begged me. She's my friend. They are all my friends. I don't know what this is on my arm, and I don't know what will happen once it spreads further. So I should at least let you know where I stand, before I may not be able to get the chance to do so. I'll see you on the other side, once I do get there.
As you say these words, Eclipsa, there's a slow clap. In the corner of the room, you see this figure sitting there, legs crossed over, long white plague mask sitting there, a crown of dark black roses, and this absolutely garbage accent. I do apologize. Why is it you have these joke all the time where you cannot quite live and you want to toy with her offering?
Toy with her offering.
Your devotion is a joke, Eclipse Night.
I suppose I could agree.
It's really sweet you offer her this love and this begging for redemption.
That doesn't mean she has to answer yes. That's her choice.
She's really busy. Why should she waste her time with you?
She chose me for a reason to begin with. I might as well continue to set on whatever path it was.
Let me give you a friendly piece of advice, yeah? Just because
You're very
someone
friendly.
paves you a path does not mean you have to walk it. Look at me. And they flare their hands out and this set of deep, large, black yet translucent wings kind of appear from them, behind them. I was just a lowly slaver boy. Broke free, maybe betrayed a friend or two. But look at me now. Go do what's best for you. Duh.
I suppose you're right.
See you shortly, love. And he blows a kiss, and as he blows a kiss, a couple of raven feathers just fall to the ground and he's gone.
See you shortly.
As you guys all lay down for your sleeps, some of them are more comfortable than others because some of them have some internal conversations happening. Others are up throughout the night because they're simply tinkering away and being too focused. Eclipsa, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Five plus 8.
Girl. Eclipsa, as you're sleeping, a voice enters your head. My. Don't you look comfy, my little pet? Laying there in your bed, pretending you ain't got a care in the world.
This motherfucker.
And as you hear this, Eclipsa, you start hearing a whooshing noise. Like the batting of wind is coming. And you start to stir and you get out and you look out the bed and you run to the window. And approaching the building is a large white dragon. Wings splayed across the sky, coming right for you. What would you like to do?
The fuck?
Round 2, ding ding ding.
Is that all you do is say the fuck?
Oh no, she's gonna try and leave the room.
Okay, you're just running out of the room?
Yeah, getting out of the room in the building.
Okay. You run. You go outside.
Bye, guys.
You get downstairs. And in the lobby, you pass down the first set of stairs. and you get kind of outside, you push open the doors, and you're on this rounded set of stairs at the tavern, and you look up, and maybe 200 feet out, even though they look like they're so much closer due to their size, you see this crisp white dragon just dive, nose bomb in, and crash through the top floor of the tavern. Their wings batty. Can everybody please roll me just a perception check? It's a very low DC.
Yeah, if the fucking...
I would hope so.
Can I just use my passive because I'm asleep?
Yeah, you can if you like.
Okay.
Don't fuck me on this.
I got 13.
Anyone who rolled above a 10. Like, I meant it was a low DC. Okay. You all startle awake as the walls begin to crumble around you. Down to the floor, bits of brick and marble crash into the floor. Lucian, you are flung from your bed, hitting the floor, clanking into piles of your armor. May and Callus, you feel the ground absolutely rumble as the desk and the dresser both crash onto the floor. You feel the breeze of the night air kind of come onto your room and onto your skin as the roof is ripped off. Haragash, you're awake and you are absolutely disrupted in your train of thought and your train of skill as rubble and the glass in the windows shatter and break, and the room in the front corner of your bedroom, of your room in the tavern, comes crumbling to the ground. Rakesh, you are broken out of meditation, broken out of sleep, as you see this great ancient white dragon fly above your heads. Everyone kind of runs from their beds to their respective windows to see Eclipsa standing outside in her knight's clothes. No weapon, no armor, no shield in hand, as this rifting dragon begins to lap around the sky. Can everybody please roll me initiative?
Are we going into roll 20?
We are going into roll 20.
I'll roll it in there.
We didn't even get to green.
For
Oh!
the purpose of this combat, are we like, is this happening after our long rest or during?
During.
Shit.
Oh.
Did you reset, Chris?
Well, no, because I did the whole, I took damage for the new day and then sorted it out when we leveled last time, if you remember that. So I've already done all that stuff.
That's fine. It was 22 damage? Just put your 22 health back.
Yeah, because then I healed it immediately afterwards, but it's up to...
I don't think Eclipsa had any spell slots left.
It'll suck if you don't.
That's because we're leveled. Did the long rest and all that.
That's
I
fine.
don't remember.
That's okay. Eclipsa, you will be down at the front here. Go ahead and place yourself.
Also, hey, she's at 14 initiative, if that helps.
Yes, I
I
will
got an
be
18.
I will be calling for initiatives right away here. Or as we still
I
learned,
got
apparently
buff.
you guys can add them yourselves,
Oh, hell yeah.
which is absolute blessing. So if you have that capability, please go and add your initiative to the turn order.
This is good, because I have no initiative bonus anymore, so this is nice.
How do you do it?
Yeah, mine's not working.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty
think-
sure we have to select ourselves on the turn order, then we can edit the number.
I
Well,
think we just need to be added into the turn order first.
Yeah.
all right, you
Oh
guys.
god, Eclipse is massive.
You guys should see yourselves, hopefully.
You can see May.
Look at Lucian, a little tiny baby boy.
Little baby boy.
Again, the battle with
There's
roll
normal
20
clothes on. Oh, Jesus.
is shrinking everybody to their size.
Whoa.
I'm surprised Lucian didn't wake up with Eclipsa that yelled, oh shit.
He was snoring like a pig.
Classic
Can't believe,
Okay.
can't believe we didn't wake him up when he ran outside.
Literally, my
Well, she was
thoughts.
thinking maybe Jagger would not go through the building if she went outside. But nope, instead, definitely still went through the building. Dragon has a one-track mind.
Well, I guess no one's got any armor on. I think the only one who's going to be proper is Rakesh because he doesn't really use armor. Is that right?
Callus sleeps in his armor.
I mean, I didn't fall asleep.
That
so I
means you
might
should be
wearing
getting
armor.
points of exhaustion if you're sleeping in your armor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Take a point then. If you're sleeping in your armor, all the power to you. Okay, you guys should see your names on the turn order now. Not names
Yeah.
necessarily, just your tokens. And I will roll for the Prince of Frost. I suppose I should do that.
Oh, I don't have my cloak of billowing on. No.
Cancel the fight.
I'm going to have to take my armor off because I would not have had time to put it on because it's heavy armor.
I will say you can still be up in your room if you want to take your turn to put the armor on.
I think it's longer than a turn for heavy armor.
Yeah, I think it's 2. It's a hot minute.
I think it's 10 minutes.
I think it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to spend combat donning your armor, I will allow. Okay.
Just see Lucian fucking tumble down the stairs trying to put his armor on like they're a pair of pants.
It's exactly, I feel, how it would go.
Grab my helmet, that'll be enough.
All right. Eclipsa, because you ran downstairs first, I will give you the chance to have a, in loose air quotes, surprise round, even though the prince is very aware of your presence. What would you like to do?
The prince is very aware of my presence. Are we going to say I have my spell slots, or I was down them because I don't remember which it was last session?
I'll say you have anything available to you now because you guys did level at the end of last session. So,
Okay. How far is the dragon right now?
he is about 100 feet behind the building, beginning to swoop around back towards you. You can hear the wind breaking as he's flapping his wings, his tail kind of cresting through, smacking onto the sides of various buildings in the downtown area of Rotund.
Okay. She is going to cast Guiding Bolt at the dragon,
What is the range on Guiding Bolt?
120 feet.
Yes, you can. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Son of a bitch. Oh, she's casting it at 3rd level.
All right, go ahead.
She wants his attention on her and not her friends. So, that is a 11 plus 7 is 18.
That misses.
Son of a bitch.
Eclipse, what does Guiding Bolt look like to you? When you cast Guiding Bolt, how does it appear?
Instead of the bright, dazzling light that it says Guiding Bolt has, hers is darker, more like that of moonlight shrouded in shadow. And that is how her Guiding Bolt looks.
Eclipse, as you begin to cast this Guiding Bolt, clutching onto the holy symbol you keep around your neck, your hand kind of extended for you. You concentrate, and this beam of cackling, deep black, almost purple energy crashes into some trees nearby, causing them to go aflame instead of hitting your target. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Chill you out the dragon. If it's me you want, I'm over here, not in the building. Definitely not very sure of herself.
Okay. As we make it to the top of the round, Lucian, what is your dexterity modifier?
0, baby!
Okay. Thabin's is also 0. So I guess we will do some rollies to see who goes first.
Rollies.
Rollies.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 4.
God.
Okay. So as Thabin begins to crash through the sky, he is getting close enough that I will now put him on the map because he is only about 20 feet away. As he comes swooping in, you can kind of see his nose, the air just getting ever so chilly as he kind of enters the space that is the tavern.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh,
Doing his
fuck.
little dance.
His little dancey dance comes down, swooping towards you, just getting to this corner of the building. You look up at his neck, and deep in the veins where the twin rivers meet, you see this glowing white, blue tinted energy make its way up his esophagus, being held in his mouth. That means I need some dexterity saving throws from some people. I believe it is dexterity. I lied. It is actually going to end up being a constitution save.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, they've got the same modifier.
Oof. This is
Plus 8 over here.
Not bad, not bad.
Fuck. This is where we get wiped from right at the beginning again.
I need
Oh, fuck.
Oh my god.
everybody but Eclipsa to make Constitution DC 22 saving throws.
Not even
That
close.
wasn't in it.
22.
I
Easy.
failed it.
I got
Easy.
5.
Maylin,
Easy.
what did you get?
13.
Haragash, what did you get?
Oh, my bad. I got 8.
Left.
Still bad, but not 5.
Rakesh, what did you get?
I got an 19.
Lucian, what did you get?
With disadvantage. 50.
That's not bad for disadvantage. I'm proud of you. Callus, my friend, what did you get?
25.
So with 16 d8s worth of cold damage coming your way, it is 72 points unless you're Callus, and then it is halved.
Oh.
I am going to have this with uncanny dodge.
Okay, good idea.
I'm
I'm
going to
down.
half this with my cold resistant armor.
Heck yeah, you are.
Ah!
Oh my. Oh.
Yeah.
How much did you say it was?
How much is it?
72 halved, so 36.
36.
Oh, that's only most of my health.
Yeah, me too.
As Thabin swoops in, letting this large 90-foot cone of frosty and cold energy coming from his throat, it knocks through your rippling bodies. Thankfully, Haragash, you have been doing your research on dragons since your first encounter with Thabin, and you purchased this armor, and as it absorbs some of your cold energy, it just begins to fleck into little bits of frost and icicles itself. May, you've got this training. You've been trained to dodge incoming attacks and incoming threats. You manage to scoop down and roll, tucking to the side. Lucian, you're not so fast. Rakesh, you're not so fast. You get knocked back, absolutely chilling through your skin, through your clothing, into the deepest parts of your bones. This cold blast takes over your body. Callus, same with you. You have been watching. You get this cold, but your sentinel training, you focus, you concentrate, and you bite through this attack. That is the end of Thabin's turn. It brings us to Lucian. Lucian, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm dead.
Death saving throws.
Yeah. You hit me straight up with 72 points of damage. Yeah, I'm dead.
All right.
I think I'm the only person who would have been able to survive that entirely.
So,
Probably.
Yeah.
how much damage? I didn't.
If I could have made the
70.
DC, then
2 points of cold damage, Rakesh.
Rakesh might be dead outright.
like,
Can Rakesh dodge it?
I have.
Did you pass your Constitution save?
No.
He did not.
Did you?
Fuck.
oh wait, is he? Where is he?
I don't think you can uncanny dodge an ice dragon breath.
I don't.
Uncanny dodge anything.
If it was
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw, I would.
It was a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I would have survived if it was a. But now I am a minus 30 hit point,
All right, let me put some markers
so I
on.
might be dying too. Or
I have a question.
Yes, ask away. I love questions.
Sentinel.
So I got this thing called Vigilant Guardian, which lets me take the hit for someone. Does that work in this case, or?
I would say if you are taking the hit for Rakesh, how far is everybody away from you? Rakesh for sure, I'll say yes. You know what? If you use your reaction, I will say you can move towards any one of your 4 companions near you, and you can take the hit for them.
Oh
God.
God.
It's okay, Wombat. We'll only all remember this.
God.
I have,
the
advantage.
pressure.
I have advantage on death saves.
That's true. That's true.
Lucian,
Yeah.
never mind. It's not your turn yet.
Yeah.
Leave it there.
I'll jump and cover Rakesh.
Okay. So you take the damage Rakesh would have taken, correct?
Yeah.
Callus is unconscious instead of Rakesh. Alright. So.
You had damage? I thought that you had more than 72 hit points.
He still took the half.
I do, but I still took the half from me.
Yeah. And he took Rakesh's hit.
Oh, shit.
Standing around May and Haragash, and now Rakesh. First, May and Haragash, you see Lucian go down. You see Callus go down as he slides in front of Rakesh, pushing Rakesh towards the ground in that 1 foot of safe space. Eclipsa, you're back at the doors watching this all happen as Thaben is just flapping there, holding his space before you. Lucian, you go down. And you catch a breath and you're back up to 1 hit point because
Oh!
you are protected
that's-
from death.
Yeah, I forgot that because that's not on the thing. I don't think it is. Either way, yes, I am protected from death.
You
I
have
forgot about that.
1 hit point. What would you like to do?
I need to change that to 1 hit point. Okay. Completely looks like he just got absolutely Arctic stomped to shit. Like, he had a small little nightshirt on, so his nipples are like out here, like ridiculous. And the dude's
Searching
wearing
for
some like
gold.
breeches, no shoes, with his dumb fucking helmet on, with a book slided down his pants. Just like,
If anyone in chat feels like drawing that for us, we'd love to see it in our Discord server later
Allie.
today. So please keep that in mind. Continue, Lucian.
to be like, not this day. I can't seem to catch a break. You will not deal with me on this day. And I will cast Dominate Monster on the dragon.
As everyone is standing there, you see these runes that have now encapsulated Lucian's face begin to glow this deep, effervescent red energy. Describe how you cast Dominate Monster. What does it look like?
So this looks completely different to his usual magic because this is not his magic. Again, he's wearing the helmet, so around his neck and shoulder where the rest of the runes were, those start to glow bright, and they just sort of that light emanating from it just like formulates circles, spirals, and then just fires directly at the dragon's head and just sort of encapsulates its form.
What do you need from me?
A wisdom saving throw.
I know.
Nat 20.
17 plus 7 for 24.
Yeah, that DC's never going to be that high. Well, shit.
As these deep red tendrils kind of come from Lucian as his hands extend forward, beginning to cast this incantation, you see them wrap around the head of Thaben, but this deep radiating energy is being pushed out by a cold, kind of frosty air. Is there anything else Lucian would like to do?
Bonus actions. What have I got? What have I got? Can't do another spell. I'm just gonna Hexblade's curse him,
Okay.
summoning up the sword. Now realizing, well, the nuke didn't work.
The nuke
Shit.
didn't work. All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Gonna move over this way.
Yeah, kind of. You sneak in across the kind of broken parts of the floor and get in by this table that's been snapped in half, holding yourself in between two chairs. That brings us to Callus, who is unconscious. For those who are joining us for the first time, because we're streaming for the first time, our death saves happen in private until the absolute end moments. So Wombat will be rolling his death save and messaging it to just me, and we will not know the results until we have a definitive one. Moving on from Callus, who is laying on the floor unconscious, Eclipsa is just outside the door. What would you like to do, Eclipsa?
Can she see all this?
She sees it all happening.
Okay. Oh, fuck. What is she gonna do? What is she gonna do?
And just to keep in mind, Rakesh, you are next.
She'll go inside. 30. Just trying to see how far. It's 30 feet. And she'll actually cast Beacon of Hope on Rakesh.
All right, remind us what Beacon of Hope does.
For any number of creatures, then choose any number of creatures. So she's actually going to choose Rakesh and Lucian.
Okay.
For the duration, they both have advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws, and they regain a maximum number of hit points possible from healing. So, I don't know if it would work on Callus.
You sorry, you said Rakesh. Did you mean Rakesh?
I
No,
think you can do it. I think you can put it on all of us. I think it's any number of creatures within range.
They have to be within 30 feet, so
30. Ah, got you.
So it would
So, yeah.
be, yeah.
Rakesh, Callus, and Lucian.
All right. Excellent. Rakesh, Callus, and Lucian. Anything else Eclipsa would like to do?
She doesn't have bonus actions. So, yeah, that's all she could do.
All right. As Eclipsa pushes out this divine energy towards Lucian, Rakesh, and Callus, she looks towards Rakesh as it begins to him for his turn. Rakesh, you're up with Haragash on deck. What would you like to do?
I can move there because I
can.
love the danger.
Rakesh is just
And-
living on the wild side. As you
Yeah.
get close, Rakesh, you immediately get this chilly energy.
So I'm gonna take an attack, and because of that, I can take 2 attacks.
Fuck it up, Kenneth.
Done
So
that,
I
bitch.
have 24 for the first one and 14 for the second one.
The first one hits. Roll your damage.
I will spend 1 key point to do some harm healing. Hand of harm.
Okay.
So it is 1d6. So it is a 5 damage plus plus 7, so 5 damage plus 7 damage.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to do after you do a total of 12 damage?
I moved. No, I think I cannot do anything else.
All right. After Rakesh brings us to Haragash. Haragash, what would you like to do?
So just quickly, my feet smokes protector.
Oh wait, you're gonna blow us up? Oh wait, no. Yeah, we're fine. It's only Rakesh that's in the vicinity.
Yes, Smokes Protector does let you do a thing.
Yes, but my question is the wording. You can cast this once at 3rd level. Does that mean once I cast it, I can't ever
Once
use it
per
again,
long
or-
rest. I should have
Once per long-
written it
okay.
better.
Yep, good. Well, in that case, how tall is this dragon?
About 35 feet.
35. Okay, and the range of this is
Oh, you're being range easy. It's a really
no,
long
not
range.
range. Area.
Hard to
I think
miss.
it's 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna aim about 30 feet up on the dragon. So yeah, 30 feet up at the dragon.
It's okay,
And
I
it
can take damage.
needs-
What is that?
It needs to make a
Evasion.
dex saving throw.
Oh, I could have made a dex saving throw. I have evasion.
Yeah, drop the fireball on Rakesh. We got this.
All right, it's a dex saving throw.
Yep. It's a good chance it won't work, but maybe.
14.
Dragon don't have a.
Fuck, it beats it.
Actually,
What's your spell save?
Dex 11.
No, I think when
It-
you've
was it-
added it,
shouldn't
it
it
would be
be
your spell save,
yours?
surely,
Yeah.
not the.
Oh.
yeah, it's your spell save. is
Oh,
the
in that
base
case, it was
DC.
16.
It fails.
Yeah. Roll it. Roll it.
I would have survived the fireball. I just
Oh.
I
rolled.
love this fucking dragon.
So that's 28.
Ooh, okay.
I'm just thinking, because I'm pretty sure I have an ability which lets me re-roll damage. So, what's the average for 8d6?
3, and I think. I don't know.
Yeah, 3.5 times 8, so that's...
Man.
Oh, that's actually 28. That's exactly the average. I think.
that-
Well, in that
take-
case, fuck it. I'm not going to re-roll.
Yeah,
So
take what
28.
we have and don't gamble.
All right, and Rakesh, what did you get on your save?
Oh, 19 plus like 6.
Cool. Rakesh is fine. Rakesh dodges the spicy fire. As Haragash reaches into his kind of pocket and just, gives Rumbles some scritches, he pulls off a little essence of Rumble's outer smoke and tosses it towards this dragon as it larges up and, larges up. It gets big on top of this dragon and just poofs a fireball, kind of singeing and melting little bits of his outer cold exterior. But he looks pretty okay. And Rakesh manages to tuck and roll out of the way because, monk shit. Alright, anything else from Haragash?
He's just gonna step the fuck out of the line of sight of everyone else.
Excellent idea.
We'll say,
I am the tank now.
yeah, that's it for Haragash.
Alright, that brings us to Maylin. Maylin, what are you doing?
Mind Link. Eclipsa. Haragash. And Thaben.
What a time to choose to talk it out.
Not talking yet.
talking, Bob.
Would you say that the floor is icy right now?
The floor is lava.
Yeah, that's
no.
what I
Lava.
understood.
Parts of the floor are definitely frost covered. It is mostly
Okay.
the wood floor.
So if I can get to Callus, like May skids over on her knees to Callus on the ground, can she do anything to try and stabilize him or wake him up? She has no health potions.
You can try and make a medicine check.
Okay. I will. Okay. 15.
You kind of feel around and you're ripping off parts of his frayed bandages and tying them around, trying to like cut off the bleeding, cut off the bits that are kind of falling apart off of him. You can't really tell if he's stable, but you're holding parts of the bleeding in place. You're applying pressure. So it's hard to tell right now.
Both Eclipsa and Harry's head, Harry gets, help me. And in Eclipse's head, she gets, don't fucking try to fight him.
The dragon is poison.
What?
Pardon?
The dragon is poison because my end of arm, I can put the poison condition until my end of my next turn.
All right, thank you. Good to know.
And in Thabin's head, he gets, what do you want?
All right, if that's it from May, that brings us to Thabin's turn. Thabin kind of doesn't respond to you, May. If anything, you hear a chuckle coming from his head into yours. And he's going to dive in towards Rakesh. And I need, because you are all within, anyone within 120 feet of him. So everybody, except for Callus, because, you know, he's unconscious.
Sleepy time.
I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm gonna roll one
advantage.
anyway.
Oh yes, I have advantage.
I rolled in that 20.
Excellent.
Nice.
Love to see it.
19.
Rakesh?
17.
Yay, the advantage saved me. 19 plus 5, 20,
Eclipsa.
24.
17.
As you all begin to feel like this chilling, like someone is watching you, like staring you down from behind you, you shudder and you all just shake it off. However, he is going to go and make 3 attacks. The first one being at Rakesh.
He has disadvantage because of the poison condition.
For you, Thomas, anything. Just against you or against everybody?
Against everybody. It's the poison condition, like he is poison, so we have disadvantage
It doesn't
against
matter.
attack.
I rolled like assholes anyway.
Oh.
Well, you know, he has a plus 14 to hit. This might be okay.
Holy
You
shit.
just need to roll the
How many-
6
how many
immediately.
what?
22 to hit, Thomas.
Oh,
Weird flex, but okay.
Barely hit.
All right. So you will take... Oh, that was a garbage roll. You'll take 13 points of piercing damage and 6 points of cold damage as he lashes at you with his teeth and his talons, or not his talons, his teeth kind of clamp into you and tosses you back out just like you're a piece of gristle on a steak he does not want to consume, and begins to slide in towards... Ooh, that's not what I want to move. Wrong screen. LOL. Flies in towards Callus and May, and he is going to...
Do I have a...
You do have an opportunity attack, if you would like to use your reaction to do so.
Yeah, so that is a 21.
That hits. Roll for damage.
I will spend 1 key point. He will need to make a Constitution saving throw. This
A
is...
dragon?
I don't care
Okay.
if you roll the 1.
You never
that will
know.
be yeah, you
Fish
never
for
never
those
know,
nat
it's true.
ones.
Constitution
Cross your
is his best saving throw, so this is fantastic for
I
me.
don't-
Thank you.
I don't care.
Well spent anyway. Well spent anyway.
Better on this than nothing.
Yeah.
And you have disadvantage on this because of the poison.
True. Okay. Rolling again. I don't think the 2 number difference is going to make too much, but if it does... Does a 31 pass?
Do you need to ask?
That is
And
some
you-
brat energy right there.
I just
he,
thought it
and he took 7 point of bludgeoning damage, but it is magical, so
Excellent. Bypasses all resistances. Love it. Love it. All right. And he's going to make one attack at Callus and one
Disadvantage too.
disadvantage. But, you know, Callus, auto hit, auto crit. Darn. And if he takes damage, that's 2 failed death saving throws. 1 failed
What is
death
he
saving throw.
doing?
He's going to make a tail attack at Callus. And then one at you.
clawing. Callus.
May throw herself on Callus.
Make me a dexterity saving throw. This will cost your reaction.
Okay. Is it +7? Yes. Dirty 20.
Okay. I will say you lunge and cover Callus's body. You will take the brunt of both attacks, should they hit.
Mm-hmm.
But they are both at disadvantage, before Thomas reminds me. Or lets me
Plus
forget.
14.
You won't
Semantics,
forget.
really. Does a 21 hit for the first one?
No armor on. Just fucking roll your damage, man.
I just thought I'd check. I don't know.
Her AC right now is 14.
Yeah, it's fine. 13
think-
points of piercing damage.
Okay.
16.
And 16?
Yeah. Does it
Maze
hit?
down.
Oh, no, that's to hit. 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Maze down.
But 16
It's
points of
17 damage.
piercing damage.
Yeah, maze down.
Okay.
Maze down.
Excellent.
Tango down. Tango down.
That is the end of Fabin's turn. Bringing
Oh,
us
thank
to
God.
Lucian. What would you like to do?
I didn't realize you wanted to start us off with a TPK on stream. That's quite interesting.
She wants to start over the game.
Yeah. She wants the stream to be able to get to know our characters as they build.
This,
As
this
we
is
start
how
again.
you're establishing dominance on the stream.
And
Like-
they
I
don't
see them.
call me
So-
trauma
so-
giver for nothing.
So who said the combat was too easy there?
Yeah, which one
We
of you
don't
said it?
Uh, not
We don't run
me.
this prison anymore.
I mean, I'm just trying to explain my actions just because he's on his last legs. Dude's got 1 hit point. Had a very trauma day and is now in his underpants getting his ass handed to him by a big scaly fuck. So he's just sort of like, you know what? Muscle Mummy didn't even talk back to me today. I am down.
You should watch it for Traveler. It's pretty cool.
Fucking don't even start with me that shit.
Don't even
I'm
start.
gonna use my 1 use of spiritual weapon,
Mm-hmm.
and summon up the Shah-like sword right next to Fabian.
Fabian.
Oh,
Where do you want it?
Baguette,
Want to ping a spot?
I've put it on I've
Oh,
put it
right.
on the
You
thing.
have it too. Fuck yeah. I don't have to do shit.
And I'm gonna shank it straight into his gizzard. I have to remember how spiritual weapon works.
So I'm going to ask because there are optional rules provided for called shots, so specific shots. Are you making are you aiming specifically for?
Yep.
Okay.
Not
So
worth
Yep.
it acts like
Cut the
sharp.
balls. Cut the balls.
So it acts like sharpshooter. Minus
'Kay.
5 to the hit. Okay.
Okay.
So, however, if you hit, it acts like a crit.
I have
Double the
plus 9.
damage.
+9 to hit. So that'll be. You said -5, yeah?
Yeah, so plus 4
Plus
really.
4.
So just +4 to hit. Okay. 21 total.
Can you roll me some damage, please, Lucian?
It's 1d8 for a spiritual weapon.
And
Huh.
you can double the dice roll.
Okay, well, it was a 7, so that's 14 damage.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do?
Absolutely, because that was just the start. Now, he's going to full crazy dude, kamikaze style, dive at the motherfucker,
Can you make him
summoning up
flank
the
from-
sword, and I'm going to try and shank that in exactly the same position where the spiritual weapon just went.
All right, minus 5 to hit. Go ahead.
I'm going to use my channel divinity to give me a +10 to hit.
Yeah, damn. Okay, so plus 14, essentially. Go for it.
Come on, baby.
You're on par with Fabian.
I rolled a 17, so that's like a
That
31.
hits.
31.
Roll
Okay.
damage and double the dice roll.
I'm going to do... This is where I need to get specific. Right. So it's 2d6 plus 7 for the initial damage, which is 4
That's
and
a
3.
lot of damage.
So that's 7 plus 7 is 14. So if you want to double that, that's
28.
21 because I did the modifier on. Second level Divine Smite, which is 3d8. Divine Smite. Someone keep track of this.
I am, don't worry.
Yeah, second level, so that's 3d8.
Paladins, man.
I don't know if all this is getting doubled, but that's a 6, 7, and a 5. Oh, 5, 6, 7, that's nice.
18.
18.
Okay.
And this is a booming blade, which gives an extra 1d8 straight up, which is thunder damage, which is a 3.
Don't forget Hex.
No, it's not Hex, it's Hexblade's
right,
Curse, but that
Hexblade's
does
Curse.
give an extra... I think it's my level plus... One sec, Hexblade's Curse. Extra plus 3 to damage rolls. Okay.
Does all your dice rolling get doubled?
Only on the initial attack.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's an extra 3 on top.
Okay.
And I also need him to make a wisdom saving throw as I make it an unholy call.
I love that. So as you deal 45 points of damage to Thaben, he's going to make the wisdom save. Can you describe for everybody what it looks like as you summon your sword for the first time, for those who have never seen it?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. So essentially holding out his hand, huge pools of blood forming on the floor, dripping upwards, sort of like it's been filled in reverse, form out this huge obsidian-style greatsword with a big ruby in the hilt and a crescent half moon down on the blade side. And then that just goes straight into to the neck with the booming blade, so it's just covered in dark energy, which explodes. So Fabian's body is also now like shimmering with dark energy.
And that is a
And then
6 on the wisdom save, by the way.
Okay, so he takes... Oh, get ready for this. This is the biggest roll, guys. He takes 1 point of necrotic damage,
It all counts.
For a total
And
of
he
46 damage.
and he is stunned.
That's huge.
Yeah!
I threw everything I had into... I've got nothing left.
All right. Lucian, anything else you'd like to do?
Cry.
It's a bonus action to cry.
Ah, I already used my bonus action. Never mind. I'll have to soak those tears back up.
Callus, can you make your next death saving throw and send it my way, please? Eclipse, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Does he have advantage on death saving throws? Cause
Yes.
Yep.
okay, just making sure.
Oh,
Does he
sorry,
have
I
to
didn't
be
realize.
alive to receive that boon?
He is alive. He's unconscious.
Oh, I mean, touche.
Yeah,
Semantics,
'cause-
I was
really.
like, what do you mean he's not alive?
He's dead.
Eclipse is concentrating on it as well,
Oh,
isn't she?
Yeah, and Daddy said, "Oh, you rolled 2-1."
Basically, as soon as she saw May go down, she actually would have yelled, May! And that would have been her goal, just to bolt over to them.
Okay.
Despite the dragon being there, and she'll get on her knees, put one hand on Callus and the other on May. For her action, on Callus, she's going to cast her only 4th level spell slot of Cure Wounds. So
Okay.
that's going to be 48 plus 4. I'm going to roll it with...
No, you don't need to roll. It's max.
Oh, let's say it is.
No, it's going to drop concentration when she casts it,
Why?
right?
It's
Oh,
not
no, it
another
won't.
concentration
It's not a
but-
spell.
concentration spell.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a touch action.
So,
So
did
you
you say
can-
32 plus your bonus.
8 times 4 plus 4. Whatever
Yeah,
that is.
8 times
Yeah, 32
4.
plus
It is
4.
32 plus 4, 36.
Okay.
36.
36 points.
Thank you, Thomas.
All
Hey,
right.
that's exactly how much damage some of us took in the first attack.
Mhm.
And
What goes around comes around in reverse.
Uno card.
I
That's
really
a
hope
lot of
he
healing.
I really hope that revived him, because her only bonus action she has is going on May, and that's spare the dying, so she
Okay.
becomes stable.
And you stabilize Maylin. That brings us to Rakesh. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
He is stunned,
Some-
bro. He is stunned.
Some shenanigan.
Fuck him up.
Shenanigan away, Rakesh. Shenanigan away.
Okay, so I'm gonna make. I don't know why I have such a high attack modifier, but I will cast Inflict Wound.
Love it.
That is a 19 to hit.
That misses.
Fuck.
Low AC my ass.
Yeah, 20 AC. Same as mine.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Yes, because it is considered an attack, I can do another attack with my fist.
It's true. You could punchy punch.
That is a natural 1.
You can flurry of blows with your bonus as well, so you can do 2 more.
Well,
I did move, so I don't think I can, really.
Flurry of blows is a
Or-
bonus action, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
okay.
bonus action.
Oh, man, I will Flurry of Blow.
Cost you a key point.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And remember, you have advantage on these attacks because it's stunned.
Oh, I need to reroll all. So yeah, still this, and this it won't touch for this one, and this one won't touch. I missed everything. Rolled under 10 for every attack.
Oh no.
Oh, bro.
All
And I
right.
cast the spell for fuck all.
As Rakesh tries to beat in to this dragon, the cold radiating off Thaben's body is just too much, and he pulls back as he hits. Ooh, May.
Does the stunned condition change the? Like, do you get advantage on hitting a stunned creature?
He did get advantage.
Yes.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
rolled a
I
You
three.
had
rolled-
advantage and you rolled 10 under everything?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yikes.
babe.
You
On
need to-
6 roll, I rolled 10. My highest one was
Babe,
11.
I'm so
you need
sorry.
new dice, Thomas. Haragash.
You can have my traveler ones. They're good.
It also automatically fails any strength or dex saving throws if anyone has any of those to do.
On it.
Haragash, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Fireball.
No, I use my fireball, but I do have firebolt. Now 1 second. Let me just check something.
Yeah, it's an ice dragon.
Oh yeah, it's an ice dragon. That
Oh
was
shit!
wholesome.
That doesn't cost a bonus action. Interesting. But I'm gonna pull out my crossbow.
For the first time in a while, you guys see Haragash actually draw a weapon.
This is exactly where we were last time. It was me and Harry smacking off a dragon. He's like got his crossbow, like. Doo, doo.
You're watching off a dragon?
You heard.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
It was Chris's gargle noise right after for me.
So first attack on advantage
Heck yeah, my guy.
misses.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack on advantage. 22 to hit.
He's gonna use his legendary resistance to negate the hit.
That thing?
Yes, it is.
What are you doing? What are you trying to do to him? You just shooting him?
Yep.
Ping! Ping!
Oh.
Haragash, as your
Oh.
arrow enters the space of Thaben, it freezes and crumbles into snowflakes over your friends' bodies.
Of course it fucking does. Okay, well in that case, as bonus action, I'm going to use one of my charges on the Ghost Step tattoo, which...
Forgot you had that.
Yes,
Just making its debut in the campaign.
What do I go to actually use the charge? Ah, fuck it, I'll just keep track of that myself. And who's currently incapacitated?
From what you can see, Mei Lin is laying down and Callus is down.
Okay, well in that case, I'm gonna move up to Malin.
Okay.
Actually, we'll just go there. And
Perfect position for a breath attack.
I think he's stunned until
I was literally just typing that. That was
my
my-
next
yeah, he's
turn.
incapacitated, so
Yeah.
and yeah, I'll just call. What's this? I forgot I had this.
I'm just going for the throw up.
Okay, yeah, I'll call it there for this turn.
Okay. That brings us to Mei Lin. You are stabilized. Stabilized. Can you roll me just a D4?
You want me to say it out loud?
Yeah, just say it out loud.
1.
Okay. You're unconscious. It will take 1 hour for you to get back to and wake up unless someone provides you magical healing.
Okay.
Brings us to Thaben, who is stunned. Which brings us to Lucian. It's your turn.
Kick his ass.
And
Is
Do
he
it
still
again.
stunned?
at the end of his turn or your turn?
It doesn't say.
We will
one
call it
sec,
at
let
the
me-
end of your turn for simplicity.
Okay. At the start of his turn, he takes 1 point of necrotic damage.
He is given that 1 point.
That goes on every turn. So. All right.
1 point.
Already. Ugh, okay. If we still have advantage, the spiritual weapon's going to go first.
Okay.
So still a -5.
Yep.
So it's +4 to hit. Oh my god! Please no.
Done that.
The moment when you realize what you could have done.
Okay. 23.
That hits.
Rolled a 19 that was like escaping from me on the table and it just didn't fall off. I was like, oh. Okay, so that's 1d8. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay.
So if that's doubled to 16,
All right.
and I'm gonna use my action to hit him with the sword again.
Hit him,
I've
Lucian.
already used my channel divinity, so I can't add, but that just means that it's +5 for me to hit him with the booming blade. Oh, stop throwing it off the fucking table. Stressed. Okay.
I don't know
That's
why
pretty
you'd be
good.
stressed. This is casual. This is nothing.
21 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
Okay. Right. I'm gonna divine smite this again. So base damage is 2d6, which is a 6 and a 5, so that's 11 plus 7, so that's 22 plus 7.
Yep.
I've only got level 1 divine smites left, which is 2d8, which is an 8 and a 4, which is 12 additional radiant damage, and then the booming blade damage is 1d8, which is a 6, so that's 6 extra thunder damage. I don't think I have any more tricks that I can do. I think that's probably it.
Okay.
But he's still reefed in that thunder energy, sort of cackling looking. And Lucian looks like absolute shit. Looks like he's just hiked down a mountain that he's been stranded in for many years, and he's just covered in blood and frost and dripping.
Okay, that's the end of your turn, Lucian.
Yep.
He's going to use his first legendary action to make a
Yeah.
tail attack at Lucian.
Yeah. You don't have to beat much. I've only got a 10 AC
28 to hit.
that hits.
All right.
I had 1 hit point.
Excellent.
night-night.
Because 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Can I use my reaction to do Hellish Rebuke?
I will allow a hellish
goes
rebuke
down.
going down. Yep.
As he goes
Yeah.
down, flips him off.
So he goes like, this is like a screaming dervish of something that's fighting to the death, like... yeah, and shouts out an infernal for a 17 dex save.
Ooh, we'll find out. We'll find out.
That's my other D10. There it is.
So Eclipse hears explicits being yelled at this dragon. Got
Yeah.
it.
You hear, you scaly
Infernal.
fuck.
15.
Well, racism.
15, he fails.
He
So he takes the
does.
full 15 fire damage. And
Yeah!
Lucian
Get him.
is down
Okay.
again. He's properly down this time.
Eclipsa, as you're standing there, you see Lucian go down as we move to Callus's turn, and you look over and you just fixate on their bodies. And you see Callus is no longer breathing. There's no movement in his chest. As you're looking at the lifeless body of Callus just laying dead on
Didn't
the
he
floor.
receive like 32 points of healing?
Even with advantage.
He failed.
My turn. My turn was before Eclipse's.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, Callus has now died.
Bye-bye,
Not that it matters, but did Callus ever end up using his wish?
No.
You useless fuck, Wombat.
That's how...
Did he get hit?
He...
No,
Yeah, he got hit while he was down. He got
No,
auto.
he didn't. He auto-failed the death save. Crit failed the death save.
With advantage, the two of them.
The first
All his
one...
death save,
Yeah.
it was with advantage.
But there
He
was
only
more
had
death
one with
saves.
advantage.
Yeah. So that brings us to Eclipse's turn. Eclipse, what would you like to do?
It's...
Oh, the new character. What's that?
You guys could still save me, maybe. I hope.
But do we want to?
It's when Lucian goes down. She
Chatting a
yells,
lot of shit to your DM.
she yells at Thabon, "Leave them alone. Just take me. Do whatever you want. Kill me. I don't care. Leave the rest of them alone." And while she's yelling, she actually turn her attention to Lucian to try and heal him before anything else happens.
All right. How are you healing Lucian?
Once I find the correct spell level, I'll let you know. Cure wounds, 2nd level.
All right. Go ahead and roll those healings.
No,
it's max because it's...
max heal.
All right.
So
So how much does he get?
16 plus 4.
4 is 20.
All right, Lucian.
Like the dude who's been on the stag do for 3 days and disappeared looking like shit, comes back up with a kebab in hand. Ready for round 2.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Eclipsa?
She doesn't have another bonus action, so she's just gonna kind of like push Lucian back as she's like done healing him to put herself more in front for Thibon's attention. Not like he's gonna listen. He's a dragon. Why does he have to listen?
All right.
Fuck.
In your head, Eclipsa, you hear, "I told you where peasants belong. You should have stayed on your knees." And he's going to begin flapping his wings and hover back up a little bit. And you see his wings crest in and bat down towards Malin, yourself, Lucian, and Haragash. I need all of you, those 4, to make dexterity saving throws, please. Except for May,
Auto-fail.
auto fails.
Can she cover Lucian?
I will say no.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't have any issues with
Yeah.
deck saves. I just have a 0, so it's like, oh,
There's no...
Whoa, what was that?
15 plus 0.
That's not bad if
Um,
it mattered.
Oh yeah. it doesn't. Oh,
So
I hit a pitch I didn't know I could hit.
Haragash, what'd you get?
So I rolled a 13, but I'm going to use Flash of Genius, which lets me add another
plus
5 to it.
Okay.
If that matters.
You think it's cute that plus 5 is enough.
Isn't
Eclipsa,
it
what about
24,
you?
the...
1,
All right.
1.
Everybody takes 18 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone.
But,
I have
if
2!
you
Is this a melee
take,
attack?
Well,
all the
actually, I only
It's-
take 9 because
It
my
is a
ghost step
melee attack,
tattoo.
yes. As he bats his wings into
Okay.
your bodies. the force of wind is a lot. I just need to move.
So
Thebe
it
in a
is me and
moment.
Lucian against the.
And the air is so strong it throws Callus's corpse back into a table, crashing the vase that's on top of it.
Ooh. Ooh.
That brings us to Rakesh's turn. Rakesh, what would you like to do?
Attack!
Sure,
So,
sweetheart.
while I make my first attack, I will use Flurry of Blow, and because I make an attack, I can attack a second time, so I will attack 3 times.
Fury of Blows, yeah, 3 times.
Yeah.
I thought it was an extra 2 attacks.
Yeah, I
in
thought it was an
bonus.
extra 2 attack as a bonus.
Yeah,
Four times.
but I have an extra attack. When I take the action to attack, I can attack a second time without using the bonus.
Right, but
action.
Flurry of Blows is 2 at a time.
Flurry of Blows
Yes.
automatically is 2 attacks.
So you
you'd
could do
make 4
4.
attacks.
Oh, 4. That is better.
It is. 4 is typically better than 3.
So there will be only 2.
Time to get a new sweatshirt, Wombat.
There will be 2 attack that will touch.
It's only sewed on, so we can just rip it off and make a new one. Yeah.
Because so yes, and I will use end of arm and stun strike. So yeah, so we need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I guess I can do that for you.
I want him to roll a 1.
You'd like
I need
that.
to use.
He is now poison, and he takes.
He's going to use his second legendary resistance to just not make the save.
I should have waited till he was out of legendary resistances before I deployed the nuke. Although I have died like twice, so yeah, never mind.
So he will take 5, 6, 11, 14 point of damage, and of those 14 point, 6 are necrotic.
Okay.
And for the other attack, it is 5 point.
Okay. Anything else from Rakesh?
I think I used everything because Flurry of Blow is a bonus action.
Okay. That brings us to Harrigash. How are you looking, friend?
I'm running out of key point, guys.
I'm running out of hit points, bro.
Harry, build me a robo body.
I'm still fine.
Is the dragon still in the air, or is he grounded
He's about
again?
15, like not 15, he's about 10 feet in the air. He's like hovering loosely before you guys.
How does he look?
He looks alright.
Fine.
He looks
Like a dragon.
Touche.
I got nothing left, guys. I genuinely have nothing left.
So if
Give him a little spank.
if he's 10 feet in the air, is there anyone within 20 feet of him? Anyone alive within 20 feet of him?
Alive, Lucian and Rakesh and Eclipsa.
Fuck. Good thing. You guys can be
Eclipse rolled
further from
a
him.
1 on the reflex saving throw.
Yeah,
so
you got
that-
pushed
so
back. We all got pushed back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but you take 80 point of. What was the damage?
No, that you guys don't get pushed back. You get knocked prone.
Yeah, I
Not
thought it was prone.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
okay,
I
I'm
forgot.
sorry.
God damn it.
Only
Callus
got
blown
yeeted.
to shit because he's like, yeah.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
I'm a
Right.
ragdoll.
and they
Yeah.
took damage, so I think Eclipse need to take double damage. No,
No, I won't call damage.
she make a critical.
I still have the ring on, so
I mean, I
You
could
don't take
easily
double
stake
damage if you
myself.
crit fail.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I don't like this. Okay, well, I suppose first thing I'm gonna do is get up.
Okay.
So does that cost an action or?
It's half your movement speed.
Okay, sweet. I really don't like this. Then I'm gonna use second level cure wounds on myself.
Love that for you.
Does he have a opportunity attack?
What if you're using? No.
No.
He don't have reach. I think.
What am I doing? Right. Healing myself a bit, 'cause I don't want to die next turn.
15 feet reach, Thomas. Watch yourself.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, we can't retreat now, bro. We are in this.
Oh,
I have a
an-
10 AC.
I
am
have
going
in-
nowhere.
I have invisibility spell.
It's just this
Rakesh
is the bad
just pieces
dream.
out.
I'm like 60% sure this dragon has blind sight, so
No, but I have invisibility and misty step. So in one action I can be 30 feet away and
You
invisible.
can't
That's
cast
No.
two leveled spells in the same turn.
Invisibility is
I'm not
one
gonna
action,
do it,
and
I'll be
misty
in-
step
I'll be
is
back in-
one
But
bonus.
you can't
I-
without
Yeah, but they're both leveled
Warcaster.
spells.
You can't. Yeah.
so I heal
Yeah.
myself for 11.
Woo, 11 points. Look at
Ooh.
you.
Can't wait to lose that next turn.
Alright.
It's just a buffer to keep the round going.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything else from Haragash?
I'm thinking.
But Rakesh is still lively.
I don't
Rakesh
like
is going to be the
this.
only one who walks away from this.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna back the fuck up and get some distance. I wasn't
Rakesh and
gonna
Harry.
help it.
Rakesh and Harry are going to walk away.
Not if Harry backs up.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna run away and tell everyone else fall back a bit. I have an idea. It won't do much, but it's better than nothing. And
I'm in
that's
it now.
my turn.
Okay. Malin.
Am I still stabilized after taking those two?
You are not.
Yeah, so this is it.
All right.
This
So
is
Come on.
the
that's
end.
2 failed death saves by taking the damage.
I'm messaging you.
Perfect.
I thought she would have to start over since she was stabilized. Or does
She
that not look
took
like that?
damage
No, she
while she was
just took
stable.
it now.
Damage.
Yeah.
All right. While
Yeah, that
Malin
wing
does
attack fucked
that,
us up.
while Malin does that, Thabin's turn comes around. He is going to nose dive and put he's not nose dive, upward dive,
Disadvantage on
Up.
his attack.
and he is going to fly 40 feet up. And he is going to loop back down just as fast behind Rakesh.
Oh, if he leaves, right, he takes 2d8 of thunder damage as he moves from the booming blade.
Right on your priest.
This isn't
Perfect.
good.
You're right,
He
Rakesh,
takes
it's not.
9 thunder damage, and if he leaves my range, I'll use my reaction to take. Oh,
You're dead.
I'm dead. Yeah, I forgot.
So
Alright.
that is 25 to hit.
That hits. Roll for damage.
6.
No, wait, didn't Eclipse get me back up again? Because it says on here I have 2 hit points.
Oh yeah, the wing attack did it. So yeah, you're good. Roll the damage. The
Well,
wing
I
attack
need
only
to.
puts you to 2. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can't do a spell because I'm not a warcaster, so I'm just going to hit him with the sword.
All right.
It's a nat 20.
Hey!
I'm so proud of you.
I'm going to
Roll
pour in my
damage.
last divine smite into this opportunity attack.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Ugh, I panicked. Right, so sorry guys. Just going to double all this shit now. So normal weapon attack. 4d6 plus 7. 2,
I
3,
fucking hate you.
5,
I
9,
haven't even seen it yet, but I know
6,
I hate
15 plus 7. So it's 22 regular damage. Well, not regular, non-magic, magical slashing damage. And then 4 d8s. 2, 5, 7, 3, 7. Okay, and then he takes an extra 17 radiant damage on top.
But Lucian said that it was out of things.
That was my last spell slot. Now I am fully out of everything. Yeah, divine smite. Yeah.
And it's your turn right after this.
And at the start of his turn, he takes 1 point of necrotic damage from that fucking scab that he failed.
All right.
And he is poisoned.
He is
or-
poisoned. However, it is his turn. Can I have everybody make me Constitution saving throws, please?
Yeah,
Why
I'm
not
dead.
dexterity?
Auto fail.
I'm dead.
You know, let's do
Is it auto fail on con or just dex and strength?
Just Dex and Strength, but you're kind of dead, so you get hit anyways. There's no way for you to avoid it.
So it's it's auto fail.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
it.
I am
got it.
so
Roll
sorry for what I
21.
rolled. I'm not sorry.
Yeah,
that's a
either
lie.
way, because I have 2 hit
Yeah.
points, I'm already dead, but I did get a 16 with disadvantage, which I'm just real proud of myself.
And this is
what did
definitely
you
going
say?
to take. DC
We-
22 con save, please.
Damn, I rolled a
Everyone-
21.
Once again, I'm going to use Flash of Genius to bump myself over.
Okay, love that for you. All right, Chris, what'd you roll?
60.
Nikki, you don't count. I'm sorry.
Auto fail.
Wombat, you don't count. I'm sorry. Rakesh,
Ten.
Thomas, what's your name? Tom, perfect. Callie, 21.
Who am I? Who are you?
Haragash.
Jean Valjean.
24.
Oh, look at
That's
you.
with Flash of Genius.
Okay. Haragash, you feel this blasting cold energy as you are absolutely blindsided, using all of your body to hold and protect what remains of Rumbles as you get impacted with this blasting cold energy for a total of 43 points of cold damage.
Fuck.
Eclipsa,
Huh.
Rakesh.
But with
But-
resistance, that's halved.
That-
So I'm on 1
Oh yeah,
HP.
it's because you passed, so that's half is the 46. Resistance is half, so it's 23.
What?
Only
23
23 points of damage.
I was on 22, god damn it.
No.
That was our last hope gone.
Okay.
Rakesh 1v1 it for us.
Clips is going to be over here taking double damage.
Rakesh,
I still
how
have the
much
ring on.
damage do
It's
I
normal
take?
damage.
Eclipsa, Rakesh, and Lucian, you all take 87 points of cold damage.
I'm down.
full dead.
Even if I want to.
Yeah, I'm full dead.
Okay.
Tay, please say psych.
I'm not that nice.
Oh.
Aww.
As the party lays on the floor of the volcanic activity. What did I call it? Volcanic
Activity.
Tavern. We're gonna go to a break because I drank too much water.
You bitch.
You bitch.
We will be
Do
back
we, while
in about
while
5
takes away,
minutes
should we all make new characters? 'Cause that sounds like
God.
to probably wrap up the session. We'll be
Yeah,
back in
we need
5.
to roll up new characters.
Thank you so much for watching me kill my party. Back soon.
Xander comes out of nowhere and just fucking is an absolute bro and just heals everyone.
Shark. Mommy.
Muscle mommy, where are you? Final form.
All right, and we're back.
Fuck.
Say psych.
Fuck.
Keep Eclipse up.
As the night comes through
Fuck.
in the
Fuck
city
off,
of
the night
Rakesh.
comes to an end.
On the city of Rakesh.
Rakesh! Rotund.
It's just a bunch of blind dudes walking around.
And I got blind sight.
They
They
blindside.
bonk you, and they bonk you every time you do something.
Yeah, they're just
Oh,
hitting
God.
you with sticks and sending you to hell.
Welcome to the city of Rakesh. We all have blind sight.
T-shirts are
You must have
available.
blindsight to live here. You need to apply for a
can't see
visa
that.
of blindsight.
The Volcanic Activity Tavern has seen an eventful night. Rubble lay across the floor. The various bodies laying around, spattered all across the floor.
We all die standing up.
Yes, exactly. Over at Haragash's body, we see
Oh no.
Rumbles, now roles reversed, as he floats around, looking down at what remains of Haragash's body, cold and splayed on the hardwood. Callus had been knocked across the room by thrashing wings, knocking him to a vase of peonies. Malin died, doing her best to save someone she loved, covering his body, taking the last of the hits for him. Lucian gave it his literal all, putting everything he has into the last few hits. Rakesh, getting up in the brunt of this fight, just could not get past the hard exterior of Thaban, the Prince of Frost.
It's chilling out there.
Eclipsa called out to her divinity, asking it to heal and protect her friends. Sometimes succeeded and other times failed. The city of Rotund carries upon its night. People going to taverns, coming home from their shifts, getting up for work in some places. Eclipsa. Before you, standing tall, is a cloaked black figure wearing a white faceless mask. This cloak looks like it's made of raven's feathers. She's standing probably at 40, 50 feet tall. No real humanoid appearance to her. As she kind of splits in half, walking forward is that same figure who was sat in the corner of the room. This time, in almost like cleric's vestments instead of his previously strappy leather garb. His wings wrapped down across his body, the plague mask on, and the crown of flowers is now white, not black. Well, it looks like you've come home to join me at last, yes?
Yeah, I couldn't save them.
Well, all of your pain will be gone on the other side. Do you think they, like, all deserve to come with you? Are they all good enough to, like, walk beside her in her path?
They are my friends. So I would say yes.
One by one, Eclipsa, it's weird. It's like you see past the material plane as you see bits of essence or the souls of your friends rise up, almost like a transparent version of themselves stands up and leaves their bodies, walking towards you, reconvening around you. On the other side of the split entrance within this woman's visage, you see large hills with the greenest grass in existence, tall mountains and buildings made of gold. Make me a religion check.
This gonna be with advantage or disadvantage or just regular?
Just straight.
Okay, well, I rolled a 5. 5s are my lucky number tonight, and plus 6. 11.
You would recognize this as Mount Celestia. It's essentially the afterlife for those who have earned their position.
She's going to look at it. And she's going to look up to the Raven Queen. And she'll speak towards her, even if she doesn't get an answer from her. I don't think that my work should be done.
Make a persuasion check.
Well, that's better. 14 on the die, plus 6 for dirty 20.
I'll let you walk your friends through. But then you will be living on borrowed time, Eclipse Night.
I need them with me.
I do not condone breaking the balance between life and death. I refuse to walk in the gray.
Then after my borrowed time, let me take punishment for you allowing them to come walk by me again. But I need them in order to finish what I started on the material plane.
You would really go to the 9 hells for your friends.
I would.
It's just LT wall.
Make a persuasion check.
$15 this time, plus 6, 21.
How do you not know you're gonna get betrayed? How do you not know each of them is gonna stab you?
Wouldn't they have done so already? One of them knows I had a bounty on my head. They all know about the mark of my arm. They all had a chance. And if I die, then I come back sooner for punishment. Now don't I?
Eclipse, you see the ferryman walk back towards the entrance. Well, I guess you get to prove yourself this time. And he walks through. And that's when you wake up. Everybody go ahead and take a long rest.
Fucking called it.
I fucking told you. I
Knew
texted
it.
to you. I was like, and then it was all a dream. You bitch.
I knew it.
You bitch.
Eclipse,
Out of curiosity, how close was the dragon to dying in the dream?
about 100 hit points away.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was an ancient dragon. It wasn't gonna
Yeah.
we weren't gonna beat it.
That's fine. Fine.
You wake up
Not
first
with that
thing on-
negativity.
Yeah. Eclipse, you wake up first thing in the morning in a cold sweat, heart racing, heavy breathing. You look around the room, you see Lucian just curled up, asleep. You stick your head out in the hall. Everything's fine. The building's still standing. What are you doing?
She needs a bath and a drink. She needs a bath and a drink.
As Eclipse goes and gets a strong whiskey at the bar and enjoys a hot bath, you all reconvene downstairs in the tavern space of the volcanic activity. The sun breaking through the red and orange stained glass windows. A few people scattered around the room, some having food, others not. The day is yours. What would you guys be doing?
Eclipse is drinking the hardest whiskey she can find and looking pale as fuck.
Take 2 silver off your sheet for the whiskey.
Fantastic.
Bit early to be drinking.
No, I don't think it is.
Is Lucian there?
Would Lucian have come down already?
If he was awake, he would have got himself ready, got all of his stuff on. So 10 minutes, put his armor on, do his hair, make sure he looks okay, try and get rid of all the gunk from his eyes because he's
Bags. Yeah.
really messy crier. Yeah, because when he comes down, you've traveled with him for a while. You've been through a lot of shit, but he's usually like really nicely clean shaven. So he's got that sort of look of like. Now he just looks tired. Big bags, sort of a little bit of stubble, patchy stubble, like more of the human side is coming through than the usual elven grace. And he just kind of slumps down the stairs one by one, carrying his helmet in his hand and got shit on his back, and just like, good morning. See, you've started the party already. And he's gonna go and get himself a drink. Because in Rotund, we do wakes for a while.
Who would have showed up first near Eclipse, Lucian or May?
You want to rollies for it?
Yeah, I don't mind. Well,
I got a 6.
yeah, not me.
So, May, when you came down, Eclipse would have looked at you, and you would have seen a lot of pain in her gaze, but then relief almost instantly. And she actually would have gotten up without a word and just hugged you really fucking tightly.
And May holds her arms out like what Callus did to her. And then like awkwardly gives her a little pat like, good morning? Have you been drinking? You smell like alcohol.
Yeah, I have. I'll tell you about it later. Right now's not the good time.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about. Can I have my torso back, please? This is very
Yeah.
nice. Thank you.
She'll let go. Just go back to her seat wherever she was at. Just turn.
Yeah, May's getting them a table, setting up enough chairs for all of them. They have a lot to talk about. So finding a table in the corner that she thinks is secluded enough that they can have a serious conversation, and just setting them up with breakfast and orange juice and tea and whatever.
Not hard to do. You get everybody comfortable and situated. You find one of the round, like, corner booths that probably could fit 10 people if you all smushed. But you guys, with all of your shit and your thick-ass armor, y'all take up basically the whole 10-man booth by the time there's spreads. Orange juice, tea. You get the charcoal croissants that Rotund is renowned for. And It's probably the only good thing in Lucian's day right now is this fucking croissant sitting before him. Not even a croissant, I stand corrected.
Sliding over
Doesn't-
the alcohol.
Doesn't eat it. Croissants are a happy time snack. Too
Putting
sad
that-
for croissants. Get
Putting
me
that
some
on a
steam.
sticker. Too sad for
steamed
croissants.
veggies. Sat there with some really bland-looking steamed veggies and some booze.
Alright.
Just after all this is set up, Haragash is going to come downstairs and just see everyone in this corner booth. Morning, everyone. I had something I'd like to show you all. He sort of takes a step back, turns to his side, and just presents his arm out. My latest project, Rumbles, the Steel Defender, and down from the stairs where the rooms are, you just see this metallic fox with green eyes sort of just make its way over to the table and just sit at Haragash's feet.
And then Lucian eats the croissant. Right?
I mean, that's definitely brightened up his day.
Little
he's-
plumes of smoke just kind of lingering around out of any welding cracks that are on this steeled beast. And you hear the familiar coos and gargles of rumbles coming from this fox.
Is that Rumbles?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Well, for quite some time, I've been working on a mechanical body for Rumbles to pilot, and this is the finished product. It's all quite scientific, but all you need to know is this, in essence, is Rumbles. He is, however, free to leave the mechanical body as he wishes.
Sounds like the best of both worlds. Oh,
As Haragash presents Rumbles and his steel mech suit, I know the group had a lot of morning activities planned. What would we like to get up to today?
I'm just gonna say that Rakesh look like the most the less affected by what happened.
mm.
You
Yeah,
didn't
seen
experience anything.
He didn't have
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, we didn't
Lick the
expect
Didn't
body.
have- It was all
No, no,
Eclipse's
no.
dream. Y'all
No,
fucking
you had the
Okay.
you had the mirror
Oh,
thing,
by
didn't you?
Oh,
the
yeah.
church burning down, or the mirror.
But yeah,
Was he less
Yes, in
affected
the
by
water.
the church burning down or the mirror, seeing what he saw in the mirror?
he's affected by the mirror, but not by
No.
the church.
Yeah, you wouldn't give a shit.
He tastes
It's for
someone.
cash.
No, he don't give a shit. He's not affected. It is not the same thing. You see, he's not shamble in his emotion.
Hmm.
No, yeah, well, yeah. I'm hoping the only one who's in shambles is fucking Lucian.
Yeah.
And Eclipse. But he doesn't know that yet.
No, it's fine. I
Well-
don't deserve to be in shambles. I didn't see my friends die. It's okay.
We should figure our next move. I need to take a trip to the palace at some point today. There are matters of state that need to be attended to. I'll need to see the High Flame. Let her know what's transpired. See if we can recall any warriors back. Begin reconstruction and... Oh,
Does this make you the
Administration.
highest ranking person in the church, Lucian?
oh God, I hope not. I mean, currently there will be others who can come. I mean, in terms of your natural progression, I was very low down when I had to leave. But of course, now I am a champion, so I sort of supersede a lot of people anyway. But in terms of your day-to-day, I mean, I'm not supposed to be here to guard the temple. I'm supposed to here to see that everything goes as it should do on a more real scale, which happens to interside with our interests, which is very handy.
There's a lot to discuss, but I will just throw out there I would love to go with you for moral support, but I don't think I'm terribly welcome in the Rotundian government buildings.
I'll go with him. I just won't say anything. We shouldn't split up anyways.
Oh, it's fine. I think I should go alone. It's notoriously difficult to be granted an audience, and I think I'll only be able to get in due to my station. It's not like every day you get to see the ruler of a foreign country when you're not amongst their upper staff.
I would appreciate if we didn't go alone anywhere, any of us.
Eclipse, if Lucian intends to go to the palace, I don't know if you know what I do here.
I would go with him.
But I'm not going.
No, I was going to say I'm going to go alone. Eclipse, if you'd like to come with and stay out, you won't be allowed in, is what I mean.
That's fine.
That's fine? Okay, excellent.
Once you're there, I'm sure you're safe.
Oh, yes. Yes, everything will be fine, or she'll annihilate me on the spot, so really it's just a coin flip. Hard to walk in, introduce yourself to your liege as the new champion of Loss, and inform them in your short time of being champion that everyone's dead and the temple's been destroyed and Mother is gone. But it will be well. And he goes for another drink.
And when she knows that Lucian stops talking, she just kind of tries to make eye contact with Callus. No mind link, just like question mark eyes.
I'm assuming everyone has heard the ticking. I've got some explaining to do.
Oh. I thought that
Did we
was
hear the
just in the
ticking? I
dungeon.
thought some of us were unconscious when it happened.
It was there, but it was also at the church.
Oh, was
okay.
it? Okay.
Yeah. That's why I yelled out, "Oh, could you just fuck off already?"
Oh, right.
Wasn't really in that moment anyway, so yeah.
Yeah. After I woke up, from whatever it was, May told me who Xander was. I went to have a conversation with him.
And then Wombat casts exposition.
I'm interested to see what he will say. In great detail.
I'm enjoying this quiet while it lasts.
Oh yeah,
He's
everyone
like-
behind is chatting up.
Beat 'em up,
Today's
Wombat.
episode of Cast Exposition or else Rebirth is not sponsored. If you'd like to be our first and only sponsor, the opportunity is yours, particularly if you're a chewy, fruity flavored snack.
Try this Skittles.
Oh, you
Okay.
updated the hero forge with
I'm
your
just
fox?
saying, Skittles, take the opportunity while you can, or we'll find someone else.
Wow.
Oh wait, you can
Okay.
speak. Go.
Yes. So where was I? Oh yeah. After I woke up, May told me who Xander was. And I immediately went to go and have words with him. And I'm sure everyone knows by now that he is the quote-unquote traveler.
Hmm.
I severed all connections with him, and I've thrown away any respect for him.
Fantastic. Excellent. You did so well.
I'd hold on to that for a moment if I was you probably won't be saying that after I continue. And after I ended this conversation, Xander offered me an ultimatum of choosing where my loyalties lie, either with him or everyone else. And when I left, he had given me a watch. He said, I've got 24 hours to decide, and the watch was ticking. The same ticking that we've been hearing. I immediately smashed the watch and told him that was his answer. And then when we were in those caves, we heard a ticking, followed by a mysterious fog that just knocked all of our friends unconscious. And then after that,
Oh.
we come to Rotund. The church has been burnt down, everyone's been killed, and there was a ticking. I believe I'm at fault for a lot of what's happened. And I'm sorry.
How? He's not even the. We found out he's not even the real one. He's not even the real traveler. He's just some man. I never
He is-
trusted him.
He is considered the real traveler
I
for now. Because
believe he's taken his
he-
title.
Yeah, he took the title, so he is the real traveler. And don't worry, Callus. Treason happened to everyone. And
I at the church after I heard the ticking, and I had a moment. I tried to talk to him again. I succeeded. He appeared. I asked him to fix it, to undo the damage. He said, "Why would I do that? I've made my choice." And then he proceeded to threaten all of you to get at me. Quite frankly, I don't think that any of us should go anywhere by ourselves.
don't worry about me. I'm not afraid of death anymore.
Quite frankly, I don't care what you think. We don't go anywhere alone. We all stay together. I've already told him that if he wants to get at any of you, he's going to have to go through me first. That's a promise I'm keeping.
Why didn't you tell us that you confronted him and severed the connection?
It wasn't the time.
I was playing with a cat.
We had a lot to do.
I thought it was Bellaluna. The body made no sense. I thought it was some strange aftermath, but Xander leveled the church and killed most of the people I know. Seems so strange. Weasley-looking man. I mean, Callus, I'm having a very hard time being upset with you because every decision you made I thoroughly agreed with, which is embarrassing. But I may need a little time. At least we know who the top of the shit list is now. Oh,
You make a good point, though, Lucian. For such a quote-unquote Weasley little man, how do we know that he's not in league with her?
I believe it's probably likely that they are helping each other.
I don't know anymore. I don't know who follows who or who does what. When I went to sleep last night, I tried to speak to Charm. For the first time, I couldn't hear her. She doesn't. She does many things very well, and she's very gracious, and she has helped us an immeasurable amount of times, but she does not tolerate failure.
What did we fail to do?
He trapped us in that damned Feywild and then came here and destroyed my life. But that will reflect on me as her champion, you see. I was hoping I could speak with her and maybe explain. Well, I couldn't have explained because I wouldn't have known who it was. I'll have to try again later.
Rakesh,
Yes.
do you mind if I ask you something personal?
Depend on what? It will depend on what you are asking.
When the Traveler revived you, how long ago was that?
Some time ago.
More specifically?
I do not want to answer that.
Is that because you were possibly revived by Xander?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Oh, there's something else. With Xander, when I spoke to him at the church, he wasn't wearing the usual cloak of the traveler or his usual clothing. He was dressed in armor, his green armor with spikes, and he had this sash with this symbol on it. I don't know if any of you would have seen it. It looked like some sort of like spear or arrow impaling something, like some sort of ring.
Could you draw it?
Yes.
Yeah, and and he'll draw the symbol as well.
It's a pretty good depiction. Straight line, kind of curved bowl with a floating orb, and then it kind of almost covered with like an arrow's top. Those who are proficient in history can go ahead and make history checks.
Oh, baby. 18.
Okay, with the 25.
I'm like, oh yeah, here's a big fat old 18, 25.
After drawing out this symbol and seeing it kind of in a more physical form, or in Callus's case, drawing it out, you guys think back to your time at the Prism Library in Yuzenkoi. And Callus, for you, this knowledge comes from a place of experience. This is the symbol or the arcane depiction, the arcane key for the plane known as Carceri, the plane of imprisonment.
Yes, we spoke of that place with Caprina the unicorn. Spoke of Carcerai.
That's. I believe that might have been where I was, quote unquote, sent when Bellaluna had control of my body.
Do you remember anything from being there? Did you
It
see
was-
anything? See anyone?
I'm gonna tell like sort of what I sort of remember you telling me. If there's anything that you think I should add on, let me know.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
It was dark and cold and was just alone, and no matter what, there was just almost nothingness, but like tangible nothingness.
Could you move, or were you just trapped there?
I could move, but it was, it was
Fruitless.
just, yeah.
So Xander, not a man, not a Fae, although he did shine up on my Fae radar.
BFA.
Xander's a fae.
So what does he have to do with this? He's bearing the mark of this whole realm of imprisonment.
Where is this plane? Is this plane something that's connected to the Feywild?
Didn't Caprina tell us how to get there?
We had to go through the river Styx.
Yeah.
And you have to
We
be
have-
evil to get in.
We have to go lots of different ways. I mean, evil's a matter of perspective.
You have to have foul intent, I believe. The question that I have, the reason why I'm asking about is it connected to the Feywild is because there's planes that were created off of the Feywild to contain bad things. That's where the skinwalkers come from. Did this come from the same thing? Bless you. Does anyone know?
I will allow. If you have proficiency in intelligence saving throws, you can go ahead and just make a straight intelligence check.
Let's go, Harry. Bring
on,
us
Harry.
home.
Come on, boy.
No, 20!
Yes!
D&D Beyond coming in strong for these intelligence checks.
Hey.
You
It
would
wants us
know
back.
that the skinwalkers come from a plane known as Shinedi Carnesi. It's a deep, gory fucking place. But
Any chance you can type that out for us?
yeah, I'll send it in chat later.
Thanks.
The note takers.
It's a very different place to Carcerai. Carcerai is rooted in evil, whereas Shinedi Carnesi was created out of good intention. It was a mistake. So not the same. In fact, very, very, very different. Carcerai appears different to everybody who's stuck there.
Right, well, I've already forgot half of that, so cast exposition.
He said the
Wow.
thing. He said the thing. Look at the
Said the
camera when
thing.
you say it.
Do a
Yeah,
shot when
dead
you do
can.
it.
We need you to break the fourth, please. Try again. Take two.
Well, I already forgot half of what you said, so I'm going to cast exposition.
He's done it.
Love
With
it.
the Skittles. Oh, we lost
And he
Cryo.
freezes. That poor baby. There he is.
Bless.
Welcome back, Cryo.
So there's your information.
So between Xander and oh, it's a big old nostril.
That's an eye.
Is it? Oh.
Oh, no, it is a nostril.
Is it? Ah,
Sorry,
see,
sorry,
I know what
sorry.
a nose looks like.
Okay.
So between Xander and the Skinwalkers, we have two enemies from very obscure realms gunning for us or getting in our way. I feel like we're an incredibly cursed bunch. How do we deal
know
with
what-
Xander? I've
Sorry,
clearly...
I'll deal with him.
We've
I was
clearly...
gonna say after. I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah,
after your first comment, you just see, oh, not all of us, and you just see Harrogate petting Rumbles.
What?
Good that some of us are uncursed. I've already underestimated Xander once, twice now. And he's wrought unspeakable havoc. Callus, I know you're a good fighter. I've seen you fight, but that was an entire temple's worth of paladins slaughtered. We're gonna need some big guns. No, I wouldn't say guns.
I
I can
have
make guns.
a something still
TMI, dude.
from the tower.
Well, yes, I have my book as well. I don't know why that's relevant.
I've still
Oh,
got a wish.
he realizes halfway through what he's saying. He's like, oh. Would that
I
work?
said this to May before. I will deal with Xander by any means necessary.
I can't say I know exactly how they work, but I know it's powerful. This might be what we need. Ace in the hole.
More card metaphors.
Meanwhile, I'll see if I can rustle up some more help. All card metaphors.
Just don't die before you can use it. And Eclipse is going to take another drink.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, we've also got
Um,
Fabian as well. Is he from the material plane, or is he also... No, they're like offshoots of the Gale. That's like a third
They're
plane.
offshoot. Their mother is from the plane, the water plane, as far
Yeah.
as we know.
It's like 3 planes after us, technically.
When you piss off all of the planes.
Bucket list item right there.
All the Boeing 747s are mad at you.
Callus, I know that you want to all stay together, but we're no good to anybody if we're imprisoned trying to get into this palace.
Yes, trust me, the palace is completely fine and secure.
Let Rakesh sell his soul again.
And honestly, based on what we'll need to be doing, she could be tearing my arsehole out for a good 2 hours. Like, you know, or it might be done in 5 minutes and I'll be back. Or I'll be dead. Either way, I'm pretty fine with all of them right now. So, I should probably go, because the longer I feel like people need to know. There wasn't just my loved ones there. There are other people in the city that need to grieve and need to be told what's happened. So I should go. I'll meet you all later. This is my city. I know where I'm going, so don't worry about it. And you'll
It
just
sounds
get
like
up
you're
to
just
leave.
saying I got this in more words.
You're not
Lucian.
as direct as Callus. Yes, yes.
Am I
That
still
just
going
sounds
to go
like I
with you
got
to the
this, but with
palace
less
the way
stats.
outside? Am
Wait,
I
what?
still fine? Am I still fine to follow you to the palace but stay outside?
If you wish, I would mention that I know where you're from, and I hope nobody else knows where you're from. because if people in the city knew where you were from, you would be
I'll
Yeah,
keep
maybe
in
you
mind.
should stay with us, Eclipsa.
in a lot of trouble. Yes. I was very off with you when we first met, for a reason. I've grown to get to know you very well, and I know that you're a good person. Other people around here would just strap you to a rack and let your spine snap. You know.
I can mind link with you, Lucian, and you can keep us posted on how you're doing. How's that?
Of course.
Would that
Of
be enough,
course.
Eclipsa?
If I need any help, I'll scream raspberries in your brain, and you'll hear
Or
it.
slurs.
Code
Oh,
word
we don't need a code.
raspberries.
We don't need a
Code
code.
word
because-
raspberries. We're a fruit-based code word
Oh no.
group. Where our group name is Fruit Salad now.
Out with pucks of doom, in with the fruit salad. Yummy, yummy. Wiggles gifts.
Oh, now I
Just
want fruit salad.
One day, someone randomly from this group fucking puts banana in the group chat. We all know some shit is going down and they're going undercover.
If
Yeah,
we
10 years
ever,
from
yeah,
now.
if we ever need to reconvene for some reason, banana in the chat, and we will all meet in Austria. One bag
Excellent.
only. One bag only.
At the opera.
So May is going to establish a mind link. Does anybody else have any business that they're going to be leaving the group to do?
For the DM, would this breakfast have counted as a short rest by any chance?
How much damage did you take this morning, Lucian?
I had to use another second level, and it didn't fix it all. Let's put it that way.
I'll say it counts as a short rest.
Hell yeah. Okay. I'm not at full health, but I have all my stuff back, so that's nice.
Oh, can we still see the runes on
Yeah.
you?
So these runes are like carved into his skin.
Okay.
And nobody said anything.
Yeah, I think Callus would speak up about those now. And say, also I've noticed those runes on your
Everything.
Yes.
yeah.
You mentioned. Thank you. Sorry, I meant to do this before, and it was just disguise self, but as himself, just without runes. You mentioned it while we were in the Feywild. It came on suddenly. I've only really put 2 and 2 together with the time distortion, but
when I was gone, I managed to pull myself back briefly as they were chaining me down to the slabs. I'm assuming where you found me. And I saw. Was it 1 or 2 people with it?
One person with the runes.
Yeah. So one person with the same or similar runes that you have.
I've thought about it, and I think with it coming out during the Feywild, we were stuck there and there's a time distortion. I wonder if it's something to do with what's been going on, if Xander really is in league with Bellaluna. She was around for all that, and then they've attacked the temple, they've cursed my physical form for being with Shah, marring me in some awful ways. I'll need to keep an eye on it, and to be honest, I'm going to try and wear my helmet a lot. I mean, it's very natural round here, so I don't really have to worry about that, but thank you for looking out and put his helmet on. Fucking lying his goddamn ass off.
Make a deception check.
Oh. Oh.
Callus, make me an insight check.
You spook boy, I'm decent at these.
Bring that eye wisdom.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
shit, okay.
this is what what's his face does. Lucian Did you roll a 1? What's that hand for? What'd you
23.
roll?
23.
Ah!
Lucian,
Yes.
you're so confident in your story that you're 99.9.9 repeating infinite nines % sure that Callus believes you. And Callus, while you're choosing to believe because he's a friend, there's just something that's a little off with what he's telling you.
Alice will just sort of, like gently, clap Lucian on the shoulder and just like, I got your back.
And I appreciate it. I'll let you know if I need anything. And with his helmet on, he's going to leave. And as he leaves, billow out his
Billow.
cloak for dramatic effect.
As Lucian heads to the
With a mind link.
with the mind link.
Lucian Eclipsa, because I
There,
think
right.
something's going on with her, because she hugged me. And Callus.
Okay. While Lucian makes his way to the Palace of Rotund, is there anything else anyone would like to do? Okay.
May would like to hit the bank, get restocked. But it depends on what everybody else is going to do. Because she's not
Callus
going to
will
leave
just
the group.
Yeah, Callus will just try and keep everyone together, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I know that Lucian's going off, but yeah.
Okay.
I can get us
She
some
would go with
reasonably
me.
priced equipment if we wanted to go. Eclipse, you might have to like wear a hood or something. Maybe we can get you a nice tatty cloak. How would you like that?
I think that would be nice.
Maybe I'll grab you one. We'll go into town. I need to go to the bank. There's also a post office here if anybody needs to send a letter. All the amenities from Quill are here, and I can take you to all of them. And I know where to get the good shit.
Perhaps I'll come with you then. Help supply.
Well,
the
we're all
army.
going together no matter what, but I'm inviting you to go to the do this.
I'm not telling you
If-
you
if
have
the
to
gr-
come with me.
No.
But-
I'm saying I can take you. You don't have to choose to do it. It's a group decision, but we're going to make it as a group.
Sounds
Where they
like an
going?
angry
Oh.
mom.
Are we all ready to go? Are we all willing to go?
I will not follow.
Let's go. I could use some.
What are
help.
you going to do?
Be in my room.
Can you be in your room,
Rakesh?
in your head?
No. I
Rakesh?
I will not say anything. I will just not follow. This is just me saying that Rakesh will not follow.
I guess we're all staying here then.
Eclipse would have known. She'd be like, "We're not going without you." It's just like really firm on this. We're not going without you.
You lot go. I'll stay here with Rakesh. I've got a mind link with May, so she can tell me if you guys need me.
Fine.
She'll Callus will hand her a letter and say, "Can you post this for me?"
Does it say the recipient on it? Or is he going to mind link her who it is?
Address it to Xander.
All right.
Picking that murder hornet nest.
As the group splits into 3 parties, because this has worked so well for the Pucks of Doom in the past,
Except now Lucian's the dark elf by himself.
we have Lucian going off to visit the High Flame. We have Callus and Rakesh staying at the volcanic activity, and Malin, Eclipsa, and Haragash going for some errands. Lucian, you make your way downtown. Make my way. Through the city to the palace. The palace in Rotund is large. It's very tall, very structured. The steps up to the entrance of this building, there are hundreds of them. It is in fact its own walk. It takes you maybe an hour to climb the stairs, passing different points of guards along the way. The sweltering heat is nothing for you, even in armor. You're very used to this. You get to the top, where you see 2 guards in onyx black plate. Each of them have a great sword strapped to their back, a shield over their chest, and wrapped tightly around their hand is a chain leash, where they hold displacer beasts. They both block your entrance ever just so slightly. What is your purpose?
Lucian Moonshadow, champion of Shah, here to speak to the High Flame on urgent news.
They just look side to side to each other, trying to figure out if they believe you or not. We'll return in 1 moment. And the doors kind of spread open, and one of them slips inside, while the other takes up most of the entranceway and just whistles. Whistle, whistle, whistle noise. Insert whistle noise here. You know, whistle noise.
Lucian's
Whistle,
just
whistle.
going over in his head what he's going to say. He's just like, okay, if I say that, she might rip my head off. Oh, if I do that, oh, this is going to be bad. Oh, it's just like, he's not usually scared of people, but he's a little tense.
This guard returns and opens the door and says, "You've been granted an audience." And someone in, this time, black leather and wearing a helmet comes forward and walks you, almost escorts you towards this large throne, kind of carved of onyx. May we present to you Azure Great Smoke, High Flame of the Dark Republic, second of her name, Slayer of Sovereigns, Watcher of the Endless Sea. And sitting there, 1 leg over the handle, in very tight black pants, a cropped black like bustier, but the bustier kind of stops under where her boobs are, and she's wearing just black leather X's on the nips. Her hair is combed high, braids on either side, long flowing black hair, deep kind of caramelly skin, big horns that are kind of ram's horns. Her skin looks cracked, almost like it's made of like dried mud. She's laying there like 1 leg over, 1 leg out. Under her leg that's out is someone on all 4s acting as a footstool for her. And you kind of notice, and there's a chain from a collar around his neck into her hand, while someone else is fanning her with something very large black leafed fan, and she's just holding a cigarette hanging out of her mouth. And who may you?
He'll take some steps into the room and get down on 1 knee, fist over heart, bowing down. My lady, I am Lucian Moonshadow, champion of Shah. I needed to speak to you on some rather dreadful news, and I'm afraid no one else seems to have noticed in the city, so I must be the bearer of it.
She
take
just
off
kind
his
of like
helmet.
looks you up and down and purses her lip a little bit. Speak your truth, soldier.
We'll take his helmet off and place it down on the floor so that they can look up. There seems to be some obscuring magic around the site, which is why no one else has seen it, but the entire temple of Shar and all denizens inside has been completely wiped from the face of Rotund. We have been attacked.
She takes a drag off her cigarette and holds it for a minute and just flicks the ashes onto the ground. You mean to tell me that 60% of our armed forces are dead in a pile of rubble and no one's noticed?
All those who weren't there may still be alive, those out on missions or patrol, but the grand majority are. If we hadn't have teleported back into that space, I wouldn't have even noticed about the obscuration.
This seems awfully convenient for someone who's been named Shar's champion to just magically have all of his superiors disappear.
The head superior was my mother, and I tell you now, I had no ill will towards her. And I had to bury her, removing her head from the spike which was placed.
Who did you piss off?
No one. I don't believe. Shah had tasked me with destroying a fallen champion of hers from before. Bellaluna has come back to the material plane.
Who in the fucks is Bellaluna and why should I care?
An old follower of Shah brought up too much of her own, started her own cult. Shah ended her. Now she's come back, and Lady of Lost does not tolerate her enemies walking the material plane again. During our endeavor to find and kill her, trapped in the Feywild, we finally managed
she's
to
just
return.
making faces of confusion.
Yeah. He's just speaking, just telling, I'm not going to say cast exposition, but he's just telling it how he knows it. He's not leaving any parts out because he wants this to be as thorough as possible. So he starts with her leave. He'll start from the beginning where they went to Josted and they helped find the Empress, all that kind of stuff, and how that eventually led to them being trapped in the Feywild by Xander, this mysterious dude who's from a different realm, who may have destroyed everything, and it wasn't actually Bellaluna.
So you started in Josted, and she kind of snaps her fingers as a woman wearing almost nothing with her hair tied back very similar as hers comes over, and she sticks out her tongue, and the Azur puts out her cigarette on her tongue and just flicks the butt away.
I love this place.
You mean to tell me that you went, formed a relationship with the Crystalline Dynasty, and returned empty-handed, meanwhile burning and killing half of our reserves in the process? And you didn't think to come and mention any of this sooner? Wouldn't your first stop have been my door? If you pledge yourself to this city so much?
But of course, that is why I am here now. We had pressing time concerns last
How long
time we
have
were
you
here.
been back in Rotund, Mr. Moonshadow?
We got back yesterday.
So 36 hours too late.
Yes, I was conducting the funeral for my mother. I do apologize. I was in a bit of a state, as it were.
Mothers die. Get over it. Now,
Yes.
what is it you want from me? And she brings her leg back down and she leans forward.
Well, and his face changes a bit, and he sort of gets up, looking at her eyeline. None of this has been done without any thought. I have had a plan in motion from the start.
I'm excited to hear it. And she stands up. She's 6'4" in stilettos.
Yeah, she's taller than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking up. The dynasty, after aiding the Empire with their war, is very weak. They need new alliances. They need help. And what better to start cornering this map of the globe than forming a relationship with them? Now, after returning the Empress, we were granted from her daughter herself a boon each. And with a little legitimacy from your part, I believe we can utilize that to our advantage and gain a whole new load of followers, armed men and women.
She walks right over to you and takes her thumb and rubs it down your lip and then brushes your cheek. What are you thinking? What do you have that I can't obtain myself?
When we first encountered the daughter, it was during a wedding. Her family are trying to get her married for power. I have a boon to claim, and with the right titles from you, the ability to obtain it. And as you are my liege, all this comes under you, with no benefit, no detriment to yourself.
So you're proposing I make you the head of a church, the head of an army, and then get you married off to the most eligible woman in all of Nova Zemlya. That's what you're telling me?
I mean, I won't be at the head. You, of course, would be at the head. And we would need a new Grand Cleric for the church, because I cannot be here for the church. I'll need to oversee our new operations in the dynasty as we establish our own churches there. Some religions have been outlawed for far too long that could bring in more able-bodied fighters for the grand cause.
You're aware that they worship someone unmentionable, correct?
Absolutely. That is why we need to establish a new church over there. There's been a lack of Shah for far too long in the north.
She circles behind you before coming back around to your side, walking slowly enough to draw the silence and make it just a little uncomfortable. The only noise is her stilettos clicking against the hard marble floor. Her long, black fingernails scratch down the side of your cheek before she puts her hand just at the base of your throat, kind of pulling you up and close to her. All right. Say this plan happens. What's your timeline?
Well, of course, there are a couple of roadblocks. Those being these demigods that seem to be running around destroying our people. But I will take care of them. I have a band with me who are very capable, powerful. They all have a personal stake in this, so they need no considerations in terms of being persuaded. This is what we're doing.
Who be this band? And she's now, like, here to you. She's breathing down you.
They were wedding guests.
I need names, Moonshadow. Don't fuck around with me.
Hang on.
Lucian's feeling around for a notebook in his pockets, looking for the names of the people he travels with.
This is the sound of Chris opening D&D Beyond.
No, this is the sound of me rolling to see what he's going to say.
What, he doesn't know our names?
It's David Baker, David Baker Jr., David Baker Sr., David Baker the Third,
Molly.
and Molly.
And four.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have misnomers anyways. I mean, Merlin's not even a real name. So that's fine. That's all fine.
Tick, tick, pretty boy. I've got things to do.
And then a distant ticking sound can be heard.
I tell you this because I trust you and you are my liege, but they are with us, and I need them. Understood?
You're throwing around a lot of words for someone who doesn't have a stake in this game yet. Talk faster.
I am. I need to know that that is the case. Then I shall tell you.
Fine. Their legiancy means nothing. Continue.
And I'll just list it off. Eclipser, May, Harry, Raki, and the Wanderer.
Do you call him the Wanderer?
He is known to be a wanderer. I mean, that's what we call him.
He roams from town to town.
I have spoken to the church about him before. He is very much a point of interest for the Lady of Loss, so he is very valuable to me. I need him.
Fine. I will grant you your title. I will grant you power within the church. But you be wed within the week.
We'll need someone to get us to Eusted quickly.
We'll bring Yosted here.
Then let it be done.
Excellent.
You can say that I have a link with the other continent.
Yeah, wasn't it Everstone that the Jade Empire was at war with?
No.
No.
Jade Empire was at war with Rotund.
And was
Well, I know
supported
that one already.
and was supported by Everstone, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish to meet your band. Everyone
So
you
don't-
carry
don't-
with you. Tomorrow we will have lunch here at the palace. Dress appropriately. And she pats you on the cheek and walks off past the throne down the hall.
Bowing, sort of stooping low, like with the arms out for a bow, and scooping off his helmet from the floor. Just, my liege. And then puts the helmet back on. And walks out of there like he just walked out of a gas station with everything stuck down his pants and nobody noticed.
Malin, Eclipse, and Haragash, how's it going? You guys are going shopping.
Hey, it's great. We're going shopping. It's great. It's fine. We don't have to do anything. Just
Everything's
tell
fine.
me what you want and we find it. Tell me how
Cloak.
much it is.
Cloak and gloves that go above the elbow. She kind of has something she wants.
Done. Easy.
I need to pull up the bank document. I wasn't ready. I was too busy selling off a marriage.
Good Lord. Glad I was on mute for that. I made a scrim.
I saw the scrum.
My neighbors saw the scrim too.
All right.
Sway.
In the bank, Malin has 43 copper, 86 silver, and 985 gold.
Is that more than there was before?
Not at the moment, no.
It hasn't been, no, my stuff hasn't been deposited.
No.
900 gold.
Okay. I'm going to pull 200 gold out.
Okay.
And post Callus's letter on foot. I forget how much that is.
Not very much. We'll say it's like 3 gold.
Okay.
Could Eclipse ask May how safe would it be to send a letter to her hometown?
They're not going to ask any questions. Just know that they're probably going to read it.
Okay. It's a simple letter.
Just message me what it says and who it's to.
Yeah. And I'll let anyone know who decides if they want to see who she writes it out to, if they want to know.
All right.
Just quickly,
Yeah.
before Harry does his stuff, that cave we went to find Callus, with the beholder and the tentacles, that was close to Rotund, right?
It was.
It was, okay.
It was only about a week's way west.
Well, it'll be more now because we don't have the horses.
Yeah.
Oh, Rakesh is as fast as horses.
He's fast as
Yeah,
fuck,
Rakesh
boy.
is moping in his room right now, so it doesn't
Fast as
matter how
fuck,
fast Rakesh is.
All right, well,
Harry, what did you want to find in the market?
I'm not looking for anything in particular. Just thought I might come along and help finance whatever we needed.
Sugar
Yeah,
Daddy
it's not
Harry.
And May gets the most confused look on her face. All right. Well, okay. In that case, May's going to go to all the stalls that she knows where she can find anything black market. And she cloaks up Eclipsa to make her look
We'll
poor.
say
Like gloves?
6 gold for gloves and a cloak.
You're buying your own shit. I'm not paying for it. I'm just helping you get it.
Okay, then she can't get them.
Harry can
Eclipse's
buy it
got
for you.
no
Harry
money.
just showed up and said that he's going to.
Not to be on the whole thing of CR, but isn't it funny that the artificer that we met halfway through is now having to pay for everything?
And that I owe him like 100 gold.
Hello, Mr. Darrington. It's nice to meet
Mis-
you.
Mr. Darrington.
Yeah, she actually
Harry,
went
do you
asked
think
Harry
you-
for help.
So how about
Yeah,
the
Harry,
trip
do you think
behind
that
the
you can
counter?
cover this one so that way we can actually get into the places with the good shit?
I did not hear the first half of that over Thomas.
Oh, do you think that you can cover this one so that way we can get into the places where we can get the good stuff?
Yes, of course. How much?
6 gold, please.
Done. And he just hands 6 gold.
You can add traveler's clothes to your inventory, Eclipsa. Or commoner's clothes, whichever they call it.
they'll just
And that would
come out as
include gloves and a
too.
hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else are you looking for? What black market goods are we hunting for today?
May is looking for armor for herself.
Okay.
And, asking around about some interesting hides or pelts that they might have. Just curious.
Callie, you can't
Callie,
shut
no.
off your camera.
Put a
Fuck
cloth over it or
you.
something.
Yes, armor. Let's look at that. Okay. And you can wear
She's looking for it in black.
padded and you can wear leather padded and studded leather, correct?
Yeah, she's not gonna want studded leather though. Just leather.
That is better.
Studded?
Hmm.
Harder to move in.
It's better in bed.
It's still light armor.
Why not the serpent scale arm?
No, it's medium. Can't use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is a pretty good arm.
It's an excellent armor. It's just not good for May.
Yeah.
She can get any armor, any light armor that doesn't need attunement, right, for her. 'Cause
Right.
that's her thing. She can't attune to stuff.
Oh, yeah,
May.
that's right.
Right. Yeah.
As you're kind of walking around, running into old acquaintances, finding some of those shadier stalls, you come across a small halfling woman, super dark skin, hair very tight, kind of boxed braids with like a bandana tied up in it, kind of holding them up. Big gaudy earrings, an eye patch across the eye. Her name is Sina. And she chats with you a little bit, just kind of giving the news on the day. How there's not really much happening. It's very tame,
Yeah.
in and out, nothing really exciting. She tells you she's got something called Last Stand armor in stock.
That's like mine.
Basically,
Does it require? I don't know how to ask this, and
It doesn't.
it does
need
not
attunement.
require attunement. No.
Okay.
It's a pad. It's like a nice leather armor. Gives a light buff. Kind of has like a shimmering black gleam to it. Made of quilted cloth and batting with a layer outside. It's pretty nice armor.
How much?
For you, 115.
Is there a job I can do for you to make it even lower? I've done work for you before. You know how I do. Or we can call it a favor for later.
How risky are you willing to be?
How
big of
soon
a
do you need
discount?
it?
Doesn't need to rush, but depending
If
how
it
much
doesn't
you
have a
want to
time
do.
limit, because I do have a list of priorities at the moment. If it doesn't have a time limit, as risky as you wish.
It's been a while
Whatever you
since we
need.
talked. Do you have any limits on what you're willing to do?
I'm willing to hear it.
My husband is working on tracking someone down to finish a job of his own. Perhaps you could track or find them.
Do you have their bounty?
I do at the house. Come by tonight and I'll give it to you.
If I'm still here at the evening, I will. How much?
I'll give it to you for 75.
She holds out her hand.
She shakes your hand.
What am I adding?
Last Stand armor. You can pick between leather or padded.
I'm just writing notes. Helping husband go home tonight. Okay. And hey, I do have a question for you. And there's gold in it too for you if you have any information.
I always have information for the right price.
Well, first of all, what's her address and does it match the paper that I have?
Yes. It's a very generic house down the street somewhere.
Does it match the bounty that I have?
It would.
Perfect. Next question.
Good eclipse of a discount.
If I wind up not taking the deal tonight, I can pay the difference. But the question that I have for you, where is Sneasel and what is he doing? He's been gone for 2 weeks.
That rat went to Astropora. Little
For what?
bitch ran off for some thing he wanted. Something shiny. Something about a fishing hook or whatever.
I've been gone for a little bit, so he doesn't have his usual staff. He's got some goblin girl working for him. Do you know her?
Met her once or twice. She seems alright.
Do you know where she comes from?
I think she's an import from somewhere. Nantra, maybe?
Nantra. Do you know her name?
Come to think of it, no.
All right. Hands her a gold piece. Thank you.
Cheers, love. And she just kind of like bites the gold before putting it in a coin pouch.
And she doesn't know anything about any interesting pelts, animal skins, or anything like that.
She shows you some weasel skins.
Not quite what I was looking for, but thank you for showing me.
She shows you a skunk.
Harry!
Harry hears
Uh,
and walks up.
Would you like a whole skunk pelt to wrap Rumbles in?
The look of confusion.
I don't quite understand why he would need a pelt.
So when you pet him, it's scritchy. We don't have to shop here. Thank you so much, Cena. Unless you're looking for some soft furnishings, Eclipse and Harry, we can move on.
Let's go.
Now that you mention Rumbles, I do remember something I was thinking about last night. Are you perhaps in contact with Lucian at the moment? Via
Yes.
MindLink?
Yes.
Could you ask him if he knows anyone around here who is trustworthy and knows enough about rocks to distinguish them?
Maybe I'll ask that when I don't think he's in front of the Queen of Rotund.
Fair enough.
Hi, you've Lucian. I
don't
can't come
want-
to the phone right now. Please leave a
I
message
don't want
after
to
the beep.
distract him. I haven't heard back that he's done or that he's successful or that he's alive. So maybe I'll just wait.
Currently getting stomped on right now. Please call back after.
I can always take you back here.
Fair enough.
What do you need? Do you need something identified?
More like retrieved.
I know people who retrieve.
Okay, well, it's quite a simple task. Do you remember that cave we were in a while ago with the tentacles and the beholder? Well, given that we're staying together and it's quite an inconvenient for us to go, I was hoping we could perhaps send someone there to collect you-know-whose remains.
There's something remaining.
I believe so, yes. I can't quite describe it in a way that would make scientific sense, but Rumbles has somehow communicated with me that that Rumbles lies within the cave. Still, if that makes sense.
Come with me.
Following.
I need you both to do me a favor. Both of you. Say nothing to no one. I need verbal confirmation from both of you, please. This is like the emergency aisle of the airplane here.
Okay, I won't tell anyone.
What is an airplane?
Yeah, can you make it go on?
And May takes them to Sneasel's retrievals.
Okay. You guys are led through a series of small and smaller alleyways covered in various liquids and trash thrown around through the deepest and skeeziest parts of Rotund. So you're brought to a little door with a metal latch in it. May knocks on it a couple of times, and the little door opens and goes, "Oh, it's you."
But I bring business. And she
I
walks
bring
in.
business. And she opens the door and says, puts a hand out as Eclipse and Harry try to enter in. "The fuck are they?
They're with me.
Why do you bring people with you? You don't really need to do that. You know we're not supposed to have visitors in here."
They're not visitors, they're customers, and we're going to show them the utmost kindness because they're paying full price.
"What is it?"
She shuts the door.
She turns
they
to
come
Eclipse
in.
and Harry. "What are we doing for you today here at Sneasel's Retrievals?"
I need something collected. Just ordinary rocks, no... Actually, hang on, that's not true. 1 second.
Volcanic rock.
Yeah, I know they're volcanic rock, but I was going to say...
It's all volcanic right around here, mate. You're going to have to be way more specific.
There's that, and also the
Done.
fact that they're from a magical creature, so I don't know if they're like magic themselves or...
Who knows?
Right, what am I gonna say? Just had a blank. I need some rocks.
You
for-
could ask Rumbles to show her.
As in, have him lead her to where the incident occurred?
Rumble's
I
little
think-
smoke hand
Rumbles-
reaches up
Rumble's
and grabs
mind
by a
links.
pinky.
Rumbles mind links. And shows pictures.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. I completely forgot about that. Yes, I suppose you could do. Like, Rumbles, would you be feeling up to showing this individual here where you passed?
He
And
got
like,
fucking obliterated.
you know, just starts reaching out. And Harry, because of your bond, you're automatically like gifted this opportunity to also see. You see a city so tall, made of brass. It's very shiny, very elegant. The ground around it, you can almost see the steam rising up. It's so hot. Cracked with bits of lava, very cliff heavy, rigid. And Rumbles just swirls around, showing you this. When there's no words, realize this picks up on your disdain and shows the cave just outside of Rotund. Where it's in the cave and there's the tentacles and the beholder and the cylindrical beams in the middle, and like just kind of in this vision, Smoke Rumbles dances on its dead body. Kind of like mark the spot.
Holy fuck.
Like,
Is
you
he
know,
doing a samba?
like when dogs scratch at blankets and like move around a couple of times before they get comfy. He just paws around and sits. Just cooing and blowing air.
May can't see this, so she's just waiting.
Okay, so it's just Harry sees this, or Harry and...
Harry and the goblin.
Goblin, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, after we see that, and come back to our current position, Harry just asks, do you know where that is?
That doesn't look far from here. It's just in the mountains, right?
Yes. Obviously you saw the threats that lie inside, but I'm more than willing to pay and reimburse you for any costs you may have for this expedition.
Well, including the hazard fee and the transport and the feeding of horses and protection and possible rebirth after disintegration, you're looking at about roughly 8,000 gold.
No, they're not.
You said they're paying full price.
That's more than full price. You made that number and pulled it out of your ass.
Fine,
It's 4,000 at most.
fine, 4,000 gold. Because Bossy McBossy Pants said so.
Because Bossy McBossy knows this business.
Anyways,
Wanna fight?
you want
Are you going to be the one going, or are you sending one of the boys out?
I'll send whoever I please.
May
I
making
want to know
friends
who's
everywhere
on
she
it.
goes.
I'm sending origami.
Is that bullshit? What is that?
That is who they're sending.
Do I know who
Origami
that
don't
is?
sound like they're
Is that a
worth
person?
$4,000.
It is a person. They're not someone you know. They are definitely new to this and have absolutely no idea about anything.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, can you go? I have stuff to do.
Not quite finished yet.
And like she rolls her eyes and slaps her hands on. What else could you possibly want?
Here's the deal. Though these rocks may not have any financial significance, they are very important to myself. So here's what I'm offering. 2,000 upfront now, an additional 3,000 when all stones are returned to me.
You really want that pile of rubble?
As I said, it is of high personal significance.
Make it 2,500 up front and you've got a deal. And she puts her hand out.
I look over them as if asking, can she be trusted?
You can make an insight check. If you
May
like.
says out loud to Harrigash, looking at her, they're not sending their best.
Fine.
You may just be out the 2,500.
Fine.
We're better than
2,500
that. We have a reputation on the line. Don't listen to her.
Yeah, actually, I'll do an insight check. Fuck it.
Fuck it up, Kenneth. Insight check.
I'm sending you a message, Tay.
Okay, I'm here for messages.
Oh, I just rolled a 13 for insight.
Any modifiers?
That was after.
That's
the
with.
modifier.
Oh, honey, no. Okay.
I mean, my
Hang
passive
on one
insight
second.
is 16.
Okay, that's fine. You kind of get the deal that like she really doesn't want May involved. Please pause while I answer another external message from somebody.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
Gee, I wonder who after Dickie just said, hey, let me message you. Is it Chris? Chris, I think you messaged Tay.
No, I'm planning my wedding in my head, and we need a stag do. Rotunda's a great place. We can get
Someone's
like
gonna be real
hot
bummed about that.
stone spa massages. They do weird kind of booze here. All sorts.
That's I'm done with my messages. So
Okay.
if you've answered mine, then that's it.
She doesn't want May involved in this deal. She'd rather deal with just you. She's annoyed. But she doesn't seem like she's going out of her way to sabotage the potential business.
Okay. Yeah, Harry just says, okay, 2,500 up front, 25 after. But I'd also like to remind you that if this deal works out the way I want it to, you may have yourself a future what's the word?
Returning,
Regular?
recurring.
Regular customer, yeah. And I can assure you I can be quite generous with my funds.
She spits in her hand and puts it out towards you.
May
I
just folds her
suppose.
arms and leans against the wall.
I just go to shake.
Nah. Seal the deal, friend.
Spit in your hand, Harry.
Okay, take the scarf off, spits in his hand, goes to shave.
Is it a hand? Is it an actual fleshy hand?
Yeah, what does it look like? Eclipsa and Maitland have never seen you without gloves on.
I'm not sure if fleshy is the right word.
Yeah.
I suppose it'd be like mostly fleshy, but there'd be like small scales like on the back of it.
And she'll shake your hand. They call me Rosario. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Rosario. Haragash.
Cheers. Now get out of my shop. I've got shit to do.
We'll take that in writing. I'm sorry.
You can pick it up tomorrow. I just said I got shit to do.
He's not paying out until we have it in writing, so we'll pick it up tomorrow, you said.
Fine, then I'll schedule it tomorrow. Now out!
Out.
And she opens the door.
She waits for Eclipsa and Harry to leave.
I'd leave, but just add a character. How am I gonna pay up front? Like, now or?
No, you don't pay until you get a contract, May just said.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Until it's in writing, nothing happens. She
Yep.
said that she's going to get it
Got it.
tomorrow.
Yeah, then I just leave.
Okay. Is there anything else the three of you would like to do while you're out and about?
I haven't left yet. Is Eclipsa out?
Yeah, she would have walked out.
Actually, there is something else I like to do, but
Yeah? Okay.
I think you can go first.
I'll be quick. May kneels down in front of this goblin so she's on eye level with her. And says, "You don't have to like me, but it seems like we are mutually aligned. If there is business that you need tended to, I'm the best one he's got. So you might as well not try to fight me, and I won't try to fight you. If you're my one link to Sneasel, I'm willing to swallow my pride. Are you?"
Fine.
May takes off her glove, spits in her hand, and shakes.
Have a good day.
I probably won't.
And as you close the door, you just hear, "Good, I hope it's horrible." And then there's
Trying to make peace with this bitch. Whatever.
Is there anything Callus and Rakesh are doing back at the tavern?
Alice would check in on Rakesh.
And
There's
Rakesh
sort of-
will try to process again and again what could have happened after his death.
After his death, you say?
Yeah.
Rakesh,
Oh, yes.
as you're sitting in your room, go ahead and make me a history check.
We have, do I have an advantage or no?
I'm going to say no.
No. Yes, 4 plus 1, 5. Woo!
As you're sitting in your room, you think back to a brief period of time. You remember dying vividly. The blast of this sacred gem splitting in half wiped out half of the Avoso range.
Mm-hmm.
just east of Hermosor, you remember waking up outside a pond. Someone picked you up and physically sewed your body back together. But before that is blurry to you, your childhood is non-existent in your memories. Your life isn't... You just remember your mid-life point, your midlife. When you started to fall in love with Aurora. When you started to grow jealous of Roland. When you started overhearing their plans. When you watched them murder Zephiah on a slab before you. But something somewhere you remember being born. But you weren't born a child or a baby. You were born in your late 30s. You remember crawling out of this sack of fluid, being sliced and put on the floor, learning how to walk. And it's behind Aurora. You look past her as she's removing you from this external womb. There's a large figure, about 35, 40 feet tall. Hair so black it covers her eyes. Big flowing black sleeves. And all you can kind of see is coming out is this glow. A deep red glow. Unto you a child is born. Unto you a child is born. We've made the sacrifice. I hope you accept us. Unto you a child is born. Just repeated over and over and over. Before you hear Callus going, "Hey, you all right?" You kind of snap out of it and come to.
Yeah. I'm all right. His voice a little bit not his normal voice.
Alright, well, yeah, just... Are you sure? You seem...
Yeah, I'm sure.
Alright. Well, you know, if you need me. Press me.
I will be there.
And Callus will just sort of like quietly step out of the room and like sort of close the door, but not completely, just like leaving a tiny bit of a crack open.
As Lucian, Malin, Eclipsa, and Haragash slowly return to the volcanic activity.
Was there another thing? I'm sorry. Was there another thing that Harry wanted to do?
Was there another thing Harry wanted to do?
Yeah, I just wanted to swing by the post office.
Fuck it up. We'll swing by the post office. What are you doing at the post office?
So I'm going in there with no... yeah, so I'll just go in there and look for someone at the front desk.
Yeah, there's a little, we'll say a small Kenku. Bright red cloak, maybe about 2 feet tall, sitting on the counter, pacing back and forth. Just kind of bobbing her head along. Little yellow beak, dark black feathers, beady white eyes.
Hello there.
Hi, welcome.
Would it be at all possible to write and have you letter for me?
Let her go bye-bye,
I'll take that as a yes. Perhaps you could provide me with some pen and paper?
Parchments for the
quill
week,
paper?
parchments for the week. You would know, Harry being a smart guy. Kenkus repeat phrases that they hear repetitively. They don't really have a language. So you might just have to be talking at it, not with it.
Fuck. I guess I just look around for any parchment.
There is stacks on stacks of parchment on a center island. Quills and ink pots.
I turn to just say, I'll be back to you in a moment, and make my way over and start writing
Make my
a
way.
letter, which I will type up for you in our private
Brilliant.
chat. But yeah, after I've done that, I'll pretty much find an envelope, put it inside, and hold it out to her.
She grabs it with her beak and spits it on the counter. 2 gold for feet. 2 gold for feet. 10 gold for van. 10 gold for van. No footy van though. No footy van though.
But I'll just pay her 10 gold.
Parchments for the week. Parchments for the week. And she takes your gold. And she wiggles and her little butt just kind of goes back and forth as she hobbles on the counter.
Thank you. Be sure to send it to the address I've written on the front.
Goodbye to your mom. Goodbye to your mom.
It's a little too close to home. And I just leave.
Goodbye to your mom. Hello, come again.
Probably about that time as that stuff's wrapping up, May hears in her head. I don't know if the telepathy includes background noise, or if she can tell that Lucian's literally running down the stairs, oh my god. Oh,
She'd be able to hear you panting.
Oh, okay. You'd just be like, it went better than expected. I need you to meet me back at the tavern. I need you to tell Callus or Rakesh or whoever to get some alcohol ready and some of those
Code word
croissants.
raspberries.
Definitely some croissants. We have much to discuss. Oh my god. Oh, I'm panicking. I will see you soon. Just because it's a lot of stairs going down, and he's got the full armor on, so he's ooh.
Callus gets in his head then. Lucian seems to be in a much better mood. He's meeting us back. Would you mind grabbing a tray of croissants and some liquor? I don't know.
Go wander off and get some booze and croissants.
We'll say 5 gold for the spread as you get it all on the
I can do
table
that.
there in the tavern. All of you, the 5 of you, are waiting patiently. Where the fuck is this guy? And Lucian blasts through the doors, hands on his knees like that meme, that lady running meme, and he's like...
Literally, helmet's off, attached to his waist. He's got one of his pipes in. It smells like he's been chain smoking the entire way back. Usually, collected, put together. This is stressful. This is very stressful. Kind of burst through the door, just you're all here. Excellent. Let's find somewhere to sit. Let's all get a drink and a croissant.
Can May get their table again?
Yeah, no problems.
Okay. Ooh. And he's avidly drinking hard liquor and stuffing his face with croissants again. It's mind is going a million miles an hour, just thinking and kind of calming down. So, everything went better than expected with the High Flame. She initially did start to blame me and thought that I destroyed the temple so that I could move up the ranks. Oh, however, she did see the